Hey, what's up, everyone? How's it going? Episode 29, Your Brandon Tom. It's me, here in front of you. And, we got Ben on this one. It's good. It was a good time. Good one. Went in a little bit of the Star Wars spoilers. But actually, really what I should start with is, the reason this is delayed is because we attempted to do this on, earlier in the week. And then, turns out nothing was plugged in right, so we just recorded it into nothingness. So then we redid it, but when we redid it, we saw Star Wars in between when we saw it and recorded. So we waited, we delayed it so we could see that and talk about that. So we get a little bit of the spoilers of that. I tried to start it off without being spoilers, but then I fucked it. But that's the very end, so everything else is totally listenable, and except for that bit if you haven't seen it yet. But go see it. Put it in. Email the show, yourbrainontom@gmail.com, to tell me if I was wrong, spit in my face, or agree, or just give me your thoughts or questions, whatever. Speaking of that, I'm going to read a question that I was given from Jason, and the question is, what hardware and software do you use for the podcast? Can you summarize your general process for producing an episode start to finish? And looking for a semi-decent microphone do you have any of those fancy audio interfaces that do have one of those fancy audio interfaces, or use USB mics? So to answer that, let's see, what is this? And also out of curiosity, how do you handle wiring of multiple mics? Okay, so to answer the question, the whole show, start to finish, the process is basically we just sit down, record. I have no notes. I don't ever keep track of anything. Ben brought notes to this one. You'll hear that. He's very excited that he can hear him moving paper. So I just sit down, we record. I use Audacity. It's hot stinking garbage, and I hate it. I just had to close it again to reopen it because sometimes it just doesn't if you don't have the correct mic plugged in and then open Audacity and then you plug the mic in that you want, it doesn't update live, so you have to shut it down, reopen it before you can pick the microphone you want. So it's real stupid. I don't know why it does that. So Audacity sucks. The premier version of it, the best version, audio recording software or whatever people generally use that are fancy folk, is Adobe Audition, which I've considered getting. I just haven't jumped on it yet. If it comes in you can buy Adobe products individually, or you can buy this what do they call it? The Creative Club package or Creative Cloud package or something. And it's a bunch of programs like Photoshop, Premiere. I think Audition's in there, and if it is, I should probably get that. I should probably update to have that because Audition's way better. So it's said. I think you can record separate audio tracks. The problem also with Audacity is you can only record once, one audio track, one audio path. So whatever's plugged in, it's just recording everything at once. So if you've listened to all of the episodes, some of the episodes you've seen probably that I've heard that some people sound way far away, or they sound weaker, but I sound stronger because I'm leaning into the mic and they're not, because they're just not used to the process of these microphones. These microphones are Audio Technica microphones, about $100 each. They're XLR mics, so I'll get to in a second. So they're a little bit more sensitive, so you have to really get into them to actually be picked up. So when people sit further back, it's hard for them to hear. I have a mixer which I can manually control everyone's levels individually. It's the lowest grade mixer. It's technically what's the name of it? The Alias ALESIS Multi-Mixer 8. Multi-Mix 8. It doesn't have what you see typically on movies and stuff, the little levers that you can push up and down and shit. It doesn't have that. It just has knobs that you can turn and stuff. So I can manually do it if I catch it, but if I'm not paying attention, because live recording or live producing while kind of performing in the actual hosting is difficult sometimes. Sometimes I do fuck up stuff like that where I don't catch someone being further away or something. So so with Audacity you can only really, so when while working in post, while I'm editing it, I can't fix them necessarily. I can with Audacity, but it requires me to basically cut out their audio every single time, raise their levels, and then do that over and over and over again. And for my computer setup, it's better now that I've upgraded my my motherboard and RAM to DDR4. I was using DDR3 previously. But what used to happen was anything over 3 hours. So any show that I've ever done over 3 hours, my computer starts to lag. If I want to cut out just a 1 second pause or a burp or something, just something that's really quick, it's incredibly impossible. It's really difficult because Audacity seizes up and it goes in like not responding, and like sits there frozen. I have a video on YouTube, kind of showing what that literally looks like all the time. It's just goddamn a nightmare. It happens anytime I start going over 3 hours. So that's always a real pain in the butt. So I'm trying to now I'm knowing I'm more aware of that. I try to keep shows within the 3 hour limit total, just because like it gets to it become a hassle if I my computer's trying to render the whole show. And I'm not, whatever. So yeah, to go into equipment, how was the exact things worded here? Yeah, so the general process is we sit down, we record, get the whole thing done. Then I sit here and I go through the whole thing. I re-listen to the entire show. I cut out any time someone gets up to the bathroom, something goes wrong, the dog comes in, makes noise. Although the dog is in the background this one a little bit, but I can't fix everything. When I do it alone, I burp so much, I have no idea why. I have absolutely no idea why I burp so much. I'm going to have to cut out a couple burps in this little monologue anyway, for some reason. I don't know why it always happens. I think I talk too fast, is what it really is. Coughs and stuff I can get. If it's isolated, I'll cut them out. Stuff like that. But then, yeah, so I'll go through the whole thing, start to finish. And then when I'm done, and also while I'm listening through, I'll mark down stuff on the time codes, general area of time codes, because sometimes the actual topic doesn't start right away, because it's a conversational podcast, so everything's kind of stream of consciousness, so things flow in a natural way, so it's not like, all right, now we're talking about this, and then we jump into it. So sometimes I will mark parts of it that start little start early or whatever, and then I go and record the intro, and then I will throw in the music, which I just have an MP4 of that song from Persona just stored in my thing. Audacity does let you import music, so I get to import it. The music for that's way louder than I record at, so I lower that down. It's very simple. That's like a little lever on Audacity. You can just lower that down. I think I do it at like negative 20 decibels or something compared to what it's 0. Well, I keep the show at 0. There's a industry standard that I do not know what it is, but there's like an industry standard like decibel level that everything should be at. I have no idea what it is. I just know it exists. And then, so generally speaking, you should just, if you're listening to different podcasts, you should just be you should never have to change your volume, but that doesn't matter. I've changed my volume constantly for different shows, even shows that are, at high, production value. So I don't really know if everyone follows that rule. So that's basically something I do that. Then once I have the full thing done with intro, the show edited, and the intro put in, I will, or the theme song, and then I export it, which usually takes a little bit of a while. The worst part about the whole process is if you ever have to do anything with this, you just end up sitting around just waiting. So a lot of these times when I'm listening through the show again, or I'm waiting for something to render, I just play Pokemon or some handheld game, just wait for things to go. Oh, I did forget one thing too. When the show first starts, if you are thinking of doing this for yourself, leave a few seconds in the beginning that are of quiet, just kind of the room. And then Audacity has a thing where you can highlight that, go to the effects, go down to noise removal, select that, go over the whole thing with the noise removal, and then you hit Control A, and then you get the profile. So you go noise removal, get the noise profile, so it catches just the noise of the room. Then you can highlight the whole episode and then throw that through the whole thing. So then the whole episode goes through. But if the episode's long, that can take up to 7 minutes for the whole thing to render through and get rid of all the background noise. But it generally really works. And these mics are nice where it doesn't pick up a ton of background noise, but it cuts out enough. Cuts it out so it's not super distracting. And then, so the microphone setup, I have this Audio-Technica mic, which is an XLR, which is not a USB. It's just like a professional cable, so it has to go through into the mixer. And the mixer has a USB, which can go in my computer. My mixer has up to 4 ports on it. I have 2 these Audio-Technica mics, the full setup with a shock guard, which is like bungee cables, so that if you hit the table or something, it won't move. A pop guard, which basically is just there. It's kind of it's a film layer thing, so it just doesn't when your mouth pops and stuff like that. It's not as loud. It's not as distracting. I think that's it on this thing. And then I use a mic arm. If you're a guest on the show, you have a mic stand that works like a typical mic stand. You can raise it and lower it. I just have a mic arm because I use this also for my general computer use when I'm on an online game or something. This is the microphone I use as well. And then the mixer plugs into my computer, so it goes through USB. Honestly, it's probably also why I can't really record individual things as easily on Audacity, because it's going through USB. So it's, even though I'm recording multiple tracks, it's being fed in through one, so that could be a partial problem as well. And then so then it's super simple after that. Once I get that done, I throw it into Premiere. I have the little logo, throw it on YouTube, take the film. Actually, that's not even true. So once I take this final this final version of it, I throw it through Levelator, which I don't think I have to use now that I have these nicer mics. I had to do it when I used the lesser quality mics in the very beginning when I started the show. But Levelator just kind of makes sure everything is it kind of just evens out the audio for everything. I just do it out of habit at this point. These mics are very good, so I probably don't need to do it, but I do it anyway. So I throw it through Levelator. It spits that back out in like a minute or two, 5 minutes sometimes. Then I throw that file into Premiere, take the picture, throw that into Premiere, mark that out, fucking export that. Then I put that on YouTube, that version, and then the audio goes on to SoundCloud. And then SoundCloud, the RSS feed of it is linked to my iTunes account, which puts it on iTunes, and then my Gmail account, which puts it on Google Play. So then, but in the Google Play one, updates automatically, which is really nice. When I finish uploading it onto SoundCloud, I have to go onto podcastconnect.com or something, whatever that's called, and I have to auto refresh it. Say like you're going to refresh this feed for the next 24 hours ish, roughly. Sometimes it's way faster. Sometimes it's a bit of more delay. I don't know the exact window, but you refresh feed, and then I'll be like, okay, we're going to refresh your feed. This will be up in blah blah blah, whatever. So then once that feed is refreshed, it's on iTunes, and then it's on Google Play within that period of time. And then I just spent a couple hours just uploading it, and it just goes up on the general upload process. In terms of like basic mics, what you could use, the easiest like entry level, if you're just doing it for yourself, if you want to just stream or you want to do like a YouTube thing or something, or you just want a basic mic, a Blue Yeti is perfectly fine. Blue Yeti is the widely considered the entry level mic. It's a USB mic. It's super easy to use. I used to have a bunch, and I could have given you one, but I gave them someone else, so I don't have them currently. I had two because that's what I started with. They're super easy to use. They're super convenient. Once you know what they look like, you'll start seeing that a lot of different YouTube channels and stuff might use them and stuff, or different streamers. You'll see because it's very popular. It's a very popular microphone to use. So you just get a Blue Yeti. It's a USB. If you are trying to do something like this or some kind of multi-mic recording, you can get two Blue Yetis. I think they run for like somewhere between $75 and $100. I forget exactly how much. I don't remember exactly, but you can get the two. But what you will most likely have to do, because Audacity can only read one input, so Audacity, like I was saying with the USB plug going into it, Audacity is just thinking, oh, there's one microphone in here, we can go from there. That's because the mixer is combining both into one digital track with the USB. If you're going for something like this, what I used to have to do, so I'd have to get a digital mixer. I cannot remember what it's called. I think it's still installed on my computer, but I haven't used it in forever, so I don't remember what it's called. And it was basically an interface for a mixer on my computer. And so same idea, it's got little levers and knobs. You're changing it, you're upping the gain, lowering the gain, whatever you need to do, changing volumes and stuff like that on a like digital interface that then feeds that into Audacity as one input. So then Audacity is taking the two microphones into this digital mixer into Audacity. So that's probably like the basic like entry microphone thing. It's just a USB mic. It's very easy to use. The instructions are pretty easy to get your hands on and figure out and stuff like that. That would be like the super cheap. I actually don't think they're $100. I could probably check, but you'll see it. Blue Yeti mic, you just get that, whatever. They're super common. They're super you'll see them everywhere once you kind of know what you're looking at. And then that's about that. That's one of the questions I got this week. It's a really long one though, so we'll just go with that. If you have any more questions for the show, feel free to write in yourbrainontom@gmail.com. That is yourbrainontom@gmail.com. Let me know what you want. So this is the episode with Ben. I hope you enjoy it. It was very fun. I was a little sleepy when we first started because this was our second attempt. I was very exhausted trying to figure out how to do it, fix some stuff, but whatever. It worked out. This is a good one. So enjoy. Here we are, take 2 of our, I forget which episode number this is.
29.
29.
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ben's here. Hello,
back. Back by popular demand.
By
is
popular
what you
demand.
tell me.
Yeah,
I'm going to take off my moccasins. Hold up.
Yeah, good.
Well, moccasins today.
How are they? I've never worn
just
them.
Casually.
Well,
Commit to a whole tall boy, Tom. Come on.
It was all we had in the fridge.
Okay.
And I was like, I should try this.
Sure.
Just taste like Grandpa.
Oh my God. That's a story for another time. Yeah.
This is what he drinks.
No, it's just a story. Someone was like, drink this. I'm like, yeah, it reminds me too much of my parents. It's gross. No. Yeah, no, popular demand. How many requests do you get from me? Like one a day? Or like you got...
One total,
Or
maybe?
someone in like passing mentioned it.
No, it wasn't in passing, I guess. It was direct, like, hey, next time you get a chance, get Ben on. And that's where you
Who
come
was
in.
it?
It was our cousin Jason.
Oh, well. No offense. Like,
Does that not count?
someone I know. I
Well,
took my
yeah.
socks off too. Okay.
So, how are you?
I had a day.
You did?
I had to go Christmas shopping today. Oh my
that's exciting.
god, I hate every minute of it. I'm just not feeling Christmas this year, though.
What? I walked in, you're
know.
watching Arthur Christmas.
Yeah, I
Your
got
favorite
bored of
Christmas
it. I
movie.
know. That was like a last attempt today for me to like get into it.
Didn't work?
I don't know. I stopped.
Wow.
Yeah, I read my book and it's
Is it a Christmas book?
no. Although I'm watching the movie that coincides with it, and there's a scene that's Christmas, and I'm like, oh, and that's But
What went down when you went to the mall or wherever you went?
Okay, so first I went to the one mall that's sad.
The Ryder's Bar?
Yeah, because they have a Yankee Candle.
Okay.
And since the 5th grade, I've gotten Mom the same Christmas present, which is a Yankee Candle.
Okay. Smart.
Pretty
Consistent.
much. It's generally different, although today I really lucked out. They had a 3 for 1 sale, like
Whoa.
tiny candles, so I just did that. So I remember Yankee Candle only being run by middle-aged, upset women.
Mm-hmm.
Today it was a bunch of young, maybe not young, but they were all balding, but very gay men at the Yankee Candle who were asking me too many questions, and I just didn't give a shit. Like, what's your phone number? And
They hitting on you?
No, he was asking me for the phone number for something else, and I didn't give a shit because I was so like, I've been to the Yankee Candle every year. I'm just here to buy the candle. And he's like, you're not in the system for like coupons and shit. I'm like, I'm not going to be here for another year. You know this. I know this. Just let me buy my candles. So I left. I had to leave that mall because it didn't have
Anything else?
But I didn't go in with an idea. I could have got everything because I ended up buying everything today.
Mm-hmm.
But I easily could have all done it at that mall. Because then it was this work. Then I went to that mall. And then leaving that mall, all the traffic showed up. And I missed a turn. It took me like an extra 15 minutes to get home. And I'm done.
Traffic stresses you out.
I am done. Because I missed the wrong turn. And then I had my phone on after that to get on the freeway. And it was telling me. So I was in the wrong lane, and it's like, I was in like the left lane. It's like, oh, you need to do a right turn. I'm like, right now I'm in the wrong lane. So I would get in the right lane, and then she'd be like, nope, now do a left. It was too much.
Sounds like a lot.
I'm done. It wiped me out today.
Now you don't leave the house for the rest of the year.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're here for the next 2 weeks.
No, yeah,
whatever it is.
I'm not. I'm done. I'm done. Normally I like going to the mall at
Mhm.
Christmas time, like when it's packed and I kind of have all my shopping, but oh, good God. It's just, well, there's not that many people at the mall, but also, I went to the Spencer's at the Sad Mall.
Yeah.
Remember when we went to Spencer's over Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
And it was like, not a Spencer's?
What does that mean? It was the same percentage as
No,
always.
it had, oh wait, we went to Hot Topic, not Spencer's.
Yeah.
That's what, okay, because I went to Spencer's,
We also went to Spencer's.
and the two things they had were just Rick and Morty or Nightmare Before Christmas. And then it had traditional Spencer's shit. Oh, I should have gone to Hot Topic. But it didn't matter because Hot Topic was at the other mall. And doesn't matter. I did it. And everyone's getting shit for Christmas.
You just didn't care.
I wasn't that. I like wanted to. It's too much.
I hope the thing I got you comes in.
Oh, you ordered it
Bought on the internet.
Oh,
Bet I don't leave the house for fucking gifts.
Oh,
Except for, I think Dad's, I'm going to go to like a physical place.
I did. I got it at.
But yeah, I'm not going.
I got it at a pop-up Christmas shop
Whoa. Like a little
in
kiosk?
the mall. No, the store. I had a storefront.
Oh, one of those. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
What'd you get him?
So
Dad,
you know those things that are, yeah, he might listen to this, but you know those things that are, this one says, I love my dog and my dog loves me or something.
It's tacky.
It's really, and it's like you can put a photo of the dog in it. So I
Okay.
just did that with our dog.
That's nice, I guess.
Yeah. Because I was going to get him.
Not to judge your gifts viciously.
I saw so many things, and I'm like, yeah, he'd like it, but he's not gonna use it. And there's just so much shit in the house. I just don't want to add more. So I might as well just get something that would look nice. And he liked the dog, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I was gonna get him. They had Christmas Vacation Christmas lights of the moose head.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, those would be cute, but they're never leaving the box. If I get him that, they are staying in the box. And they were like, because he wanted a portable speaker.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'll get a cheap one shaped like a Budweiser can. And then I thought, he would want a quality one.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna use. So I'm just like, oh, did you spill a little bit?
A little bit.
Just a little bit. He's not gonna. So I got him that. Got a picture of the dog, cut it out, put it in.
Oh, you're actually gonna fill the thing.
Well, I already did. Yeah.
You're not gonna leave.
Well,
that
it's
to
not
him?
like. Well, it came with a fake one, so I had to.
Yeah.
So I just replaced it.
Oh, I thought you just give him the frame and just move.
No,
on
but
with
it's
life.
not a frame. It's like a pincher. You could set it up without a picture of the dog
Oh, okay.
if you wanted to. But like, I told you to, so I did. I almost got one that like could have been personally like and signed for free, but the reason it was for free is because the thing was like a lot of money. So I'm like, oh,
Big spending Ben over here.
no, I'll be disappointed at Christmas. I'll tell you that one. No, because I shopped deals. I shopped deals that a lot of places want to get rid of a lot of shit. So
That's good.
it seemed like that because I really shopped for to buy one get two free kind of shit.
Look at you. So, what do you think of this whole Disney Fox deal?
I don't really care.
Really?
I don't care.
I'm surprised.
It's like a monopoly. I don't know.
No, just cool. They bought a bunch of shit.
That's fine. Yeah, sure.
When they
Yeah.
have 60% of Hulu now.
The rich get richer. I don't know what you want from me.
No, it's for us. We're talking about on our end.
Oh no. Well, from my end, Fox owns shit to begin with.
What do you mean?
X-Men and The Simpsons.
And Avatar. That one keeps coming up.
And what?
Avatar.
The Last Airbender?
No. It's a Viacom thing. It's Avatar, the James Cameron movie.
Oh, yeah. So like I said, so Fox owns shit.
Well, it make a lot of money.
Okay, it did back in what 2011.
Earlier than that.
No,
Because I watched it in my senior.
I was in sixth.
class,
I
one of my
was
senior
in
classes.
6th or 7th grade when that came out. It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
When's that sequel coming out?
There's 3 sequels coming out.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I have no idea what that's gonna be
Yeah,
about.
I don't really care, honestly.
What?
So, like, do they own Fox, the TV network?
No, they own 21st Century Fox.
Okay, so they're the distributor
Yeah.
for the movies or something?
They don't own the news brand.
Well, so they own the Star Wars movies now, right?
They always have.
No, they didn't own the original, like, releasing.
Oh no, they do own
Right.
the. That's right. Yeah, they own the original releases
So I
now.
guess they own
Yeah.
that. That's nice, I guess.
And Hulu is probably going to become, or like it's speculated to become their streaming service they're talking about. They'll use that as the infrastructure to launch their streaming service.
That's not bad. Well, Hulu has a lot of stuff on it, though.
Well, because it was split between Disney and Hulu and Fox, and now it's one company. So really cool. Really cool to see what happens with that whole thing.
Mm.
Because yeah, like you were saying that they have the biggest library of any other company.
I would argue. I can't think of anything. Nothing comes close.
Now they've also bought Fox too. They've
Warner Brothers cares about Harry Potter.
No, like actual quantity.
Oh,
Of,
quantity? Yeah, it's Disney.
yeah. So their streaming service can be fucking baller.
Streaming service will be good if they do just release their entire library.
Yeah, if they do have it curated,
If they're straight up just like, here's everything ever.
yeah,
here
that'd
you
be
go.
amazing.
But if they're like, okay, so here's like not Cinderella, but here's Cinderella 2, because that's what you guys really wanted.
Here's the live action Cinderella.
Yeah, like if they're legit, like here's just everything we've ever created.
That'd be amazing. It'd be
That
super,
would be
super worth it.
so good. I would, and then like you would get like the updated when ABC shows like come out. That would be really good.
Oh, even the TV show.
no, I mean like everything, like yeah.
literally everything.
And
That would
they,
be a
like,
really good service.
They own like ESPN, so like ESPN streaming service. They could,
It'd be-
could charge a lot for that too.
They could. I don't think it would. Well, it's seemingly everything is better if you charge like $10, $15 range. Everything seems to be way better.
So they probably wouldn't give you everything they own.
Well, no, you do it at that level, but because it looks like nothing to most people, and then like more people sign up for it. It's like the Movie Pass thing. It was like $50 a month, and then they brought it down to $10, and now everyone uses it.
Hmm.
I say everyone, but I don't have it yet. I should get it. I'm gonna get it though.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
No.
It's you can see one movie for free. Not for free. You pay $10 a month. They give you a debit card, and then you go to the theater. You say, "I'm gonna see this movie." They put money on the debit card that covers the movie charge, and then you basically get to go to see one movie on your movie pass, or like technically free every day, one movie a day.
Ah, that doesn't seem like that adds up.
I don't know. I don't get how it works. You pay them $10 a month, and you go to one movie, and it already pays for itself. Because some movies, like if you go to like the mall movies, they're like $13.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
it's a pretty dope deal. I've
Yeah.
been meaning to do it, but the only reason I haven't really moved on it is because I know it that to send you the debit card that they sent, like a specific movie pass debit card, and that's delayed because of mail and shit. And I haven't jumped on it yet.
Yeah.
But it seems like a really fucking useful service.
That seems like something everyone.
You can't do.
I don't know if I'd use it because I never go to the
You
movies.
can't. Well, because everything's you could basically would just go because you have a charge.
But if
every
you
day.
go once a month, it pays
it
for
still pays
itself.
itself. Yeah.
Which is why that's like if it's $10 a week.
You can't do like crazy movies like the RPX one or maybe even IMAX. I don't think you can do those either.
Yeah.
But I don't want that shit. I don't want 3D.
Yeah, no. Well, could you get like? Can you only do like? Are there only certain theaters that do it?
I don't know about that.
Because what if I'm seeing a re-release of something, or I'm seeing like a more independent movie?
Well, see, like I went to go see The Disaster Art with Coach, and he
Sure.
has it. So we were gonna go to like 7:45, and it was like an RPX one, and he was like, "Oh, can we go to 7 because Movie Pass doesn't cover that; it covers this." So we went to that. So I don't know. I've never used it, so I don't know the exact restrictions for everything, but there are like restrictions in there that prevent you from just going to see anything.
But that was a wide release film. I just want to know if non-wide release.
I don't know. I mean, it depends. I guess it would depend on the theater.
Because if they're not, then
Well, no, it
I
probably
wouldn't
does
want
work because it's just a debit card. Like you just have a debit card.
What defines? Okay, that's too vague. So what if I go to like an art house movie?
What do you mean?
It's in someone's basement.
Well, then it doesn't work. Cause
Well, it's not in someone's basement.
They need to know that the money's going to
it's
something.
in like a place's basement.
Like you have to you basically go on your app, contact them, and like use it as like a fake bank account. They put the money in your account for the exact number, and then you go and see the movie. They probably take it out if you don't use it in a certain amount of time. I don't know. I've never used it, but I want to use it soon. 'Cause it seems like a dope service.
It does.
Because if you see one movie a month, you've already paid for it. And I would like to go see like at least a movie a week. Because
There's nothing I want to see.
But who cares?
Nah.
It's basically free. Just go to anything.
There's enough things I want to see though that are like.
What were you watching just a minute ago?
I was watching the book I was reading. It's not a book. I fooled you. It was a play. Torch Song Trilogy. That was Harvey Firestein's first play. So now I'm watching the movie that it's based off of.
What's it about?
I don't know. So there's a guy, and so it's 3 plays tied. This is not interesting. There's 3 plays tied because I'm gonna tell it bad. So there's 3 plays tied together throughout the trilogy, and none of the plays are similar. Like, they're all freaking weird. I mean, the second one is tough to read because it all takes place in a bed, and people talk to people when they're not actually talking to them. And multiple scenes are going on at once, and it's confusing. It definitely has to be seen, not read. But so there's a guy. How does it begin? So he works at he's a drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
And so he has a boyfriend, and then his boyfriend leaves him for a woman. And that's just the first play. And then the second play, his wife, he gets married. Not Harvey Firestein, but the other guy. And he invites him up to his house up in the country, and he brings his new boyfriend. Now, nothing really. Now that I think about it, you just have to read it. Third play's really good, and I won't spoil it, but I will. So he adopts a kid. Also, his boyfriend's dead, and then his mom shows up.
Oh.
And then Ed, I could have given names and described it better, but I didn't. I don't know. Read it. Don't read it. I don't care.
I don't think I will.
Yeah, I don't.
Sounds kind of weird.
I liked it. The third play was really good. Third play, read it on its own. I would say that. I would give that suggestion.
So it's like 3 short plays that.
Nah, the whole thing's like 3.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
If you read it, it's pretty long. No, it's 3 1 acts. The first play none of them are like the same play. The third one is a sitcom, essentially, just a dramatic sitcom. Second one, it takes place in the country house, but the set is a bed.
Okay.
Symbolism.
What's the symbolism?
Well, because I don't know, because they're like, it doesn't matter. You read it and you realize. So like people will have conversations and it will switch and they're talking to a different character mid like sentence and yeah. The first play is monologues though. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like he has a monologue, Ed has a monologue, Arnold has one, Ed, and then have a scene together, and then I don't know, I can't remember.
Why are you reading it? How'd you even know this existed?
Because I wanted to read it, so I bought it, and I read it. I started a bit ago, got busy, finished it tonight.
Then watched the movie version?
I'm watching the movie now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How old's the movie?
88.
Never even heard of this before.
Yeah, no, it's old. It's old.
Where'd you find it? Is it on like a Netflix or something?
No, just type that shit in on like watch Torch Song Trilogy online. I think I picked the first link. Hit play. You think they would have a way to stop that?
They did it.
Because I am telling you, I'm telling you with this movie I'm watching right now, I think I picked the first link.
Wow.
I don't even think I had to scroll. I clicked it. I didn't have to wait for it to load. I was just like, click.
Well, because like I know there's a thing like if you look up certain stuff like that and you scroll down to the bottom,
yeah, it will say like
removed, but
there's still like 80 other options.
Yeah, I don't know what they're removing then. Like I don't.
It's like you can move a stalk of corn, but it's still a whole cornfield. You're not stopping much.
Yeah, I know it's super weird, but yeah, because I do that all the time. Where I was just like, I was thinking about watching Freakazoid. Remember that cartoon?
I do remember that show.
So I was thinking about watching that. I'm like, where can I watch this legally? And I was like, oh, I could buy like the 2 seasons on Amazon.
TV shows are tough to watch legally.
Or I can go to Kiss Cartoon and just make it happen.
Cartoon's actually the easiest thing because Kiss Cartoon should really do more than just cartoons.
Well, they have Kiss Cartoon. The brand has, to my knowledge, 4 different brand like websites.
Do they? Okay.
They have Kiss Manga, same thing. Kiss Anime, same thing, and Kiss Comics, same thing. Where
okay,
it's like
so now it's nothing else.
What?
Okay, so not. But like I mean, like they should have like Kiss live action.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I mean, it might be harder just because there's probably more hands trying to copyright that shit.
But no, like especially cartoons. You can just go on Kiss Cartoon and find it. It's very easy.
It's got everything too. It's so wonderful.
Yeah.
I love that website. People keep bitching like, "Oh, fucking piracy." It's like, please. I've done my time.
So Christmas is coming. Is this a Christmas episode? You don't like it?
Can be. It's
is it the Christmas episode? Are you doing one next week?
Maybe. Have to reach out to someone, see where that goes.
Okay, so these are the
Christmas part 1.
I don't know. Okay, I don't remember Jesus being like, "Hey, celebrate my birthday in Perth." But I brought my list of Christmas specials.
Oh, good.
You hear that? You hear the?
Yeah.
Yeah. So people know it's real.
It's tangible.
So I'm gonna say some.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna control the show because we did this. I'm gonna tell them.
Fine, yeah.
We did this like 2 days ago, so I can't remember everything we talked about.
I mean, we don't have to repeat what we did.
Yeah, that's pretty funny 2 days ago.
That was a good one.
Shame those are lost.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna skip over some. Pretty much, we'll just do one.
Two-sided sheet here.
This is more television shows on the back side.
Okay.
Okay, so no particular order. I'll talk about my favorites after.
Okay.
And I'll mention it and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Should I brought a game to like a Christmas game?
No, I don't. I mean, you can if you want, but you don't have to.
Too late now.
No, we're quiet.
You should have told me. So we have Elf, starring Will Ferrell.
Okay. This is just a list of Christmas movies or
just
good Christmas movies?
Special. No, it's just a list of them.
Okay.
Things I like. That being said, Elf. Because
Okay.
Do we like it?
I don't know.
I'm
a little tired of it, I guess.
I'm very tired of it, and I hate the third act of it.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
bad.
the beginning is so funny.
Zoe Deschanel is so cute.
And she is the best role, I'm telling you. Then we have a Garfield Christmas. We'll skip over that. Do we not have enough knowledge of it?
The special, right? The cartoon special?
I cry at it when he's with the grandmother. No?
Yeah.
Like
I'm familiar.
Polar Express.
Nightmare Fuel.
Yes. God, I tried to watch it the other night.
It's really boring.
I just stopped and I think I watched.
I think I've watched it twice. The first time, fell asleep.
God knows.
Before I got off the train.
I just have not finished anything this year. I just am
Just
not
not in the Christmas
feeling
spirit?
Christmas. No, it is dead to me. Especially shopping today. I'm like, I didn't even listen to Christmas music
Whoa.
today.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
exclusively a Ben.
While I'm driving, I
Yeah.
had my tapes too. Like I had Elvis Christmas, I had Alvin the Chipmunk. Only had those two. I have others, but I only brought those two.
Nothing.
I'm out of it this year. I don't know. Next year we'll go big, go home. Cause I watch these every year, so it's good to like have a gap year. So I'm like, wow. Then we have Gremlins.
Great movie.
Once again, tried to watch it the other. I fell asleep. That's why I didn't finish it.
It's a great movie.
Very good.
It's a great movie.
I watch it too much though.
Love it.
We'll skip these because you don't know what they are. The
What are
Snowman.
they? Wait.
They're the Nativity Story, starring Poe from Star Wars: The Last Jedi. He plays
Oscar
Joseph,
Isaac?
I believe. I'm actually
I watch a lot of
Google it
Oscar Isaacs.
along with me at home. I'm pretty sure he's in it.
I watch a lot of stuff with him. That was weird too. When they announced that he was gonna be in Star Wars, and they were like, "We got a bunch of no names." I'm like, I've been watching Oscar Isaac do shit for like 3 years now.
Yeah, he plays Joseph, and Joseph's like the main character in it. It's very good. It's good. If you ever like, I need Jesus in Christmas, I would suggest. Well, we'll talk about the Rankin Bass specials because I have opinions on those. Then we have the Snowman.
That one's interesting.
I love the
It's
Snowman.
very pretty. When I was a little kid, I was kind of weirded out by it.
I love
Never
it. The
watched it.
song's always stuck in my head. You should watch it at home, listeners. Then we have Die Hard.
Mm-hmm.
What's your you haven't given enough opinions on
I'm waiting
these.
for you. I'm just waiting for you to get through the list, then we'll get through it.
Oh no, we were gonna stop at each one.
Oh,
Because I'm
okay.
not going through a list.
Oh,
Do we need to
okay.
backpedal?
Yeah, we can backpedal a little. I thought you were gonna go through all of them.
No.
Then we're gonna.
Do you want to go
dictate
back
opinions.
to Elf?
Well, we spoke on Elf.
Okay. Polar Express?
Creepy as fuck
Yeah.
and real boring.
Gremlins?
Awesome. Favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah, I
Second
feel like
favorite Christmas
that's
movie.
a good.
We'll get to my first one. That's a great movie though.
Okay.
Great Christmas movie.
Snowman, do you have more to say?
Not really.
Nativity, have you seen that?
I've never even heard of it.
It's very good. It's like The Passion of the Christ, but not. You
But
know
the
who
prequel.
directed it? The director of Twilight.
Really?
And it's a woman, so if you hate it, you're sexist.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, now, I think, so, Die Hard.
I don't.
It shouldn't be on the list.
no.
I know it shouldn't be. I know it
It
shouldn't.
really is not a Christmas movie.
But it's not that it's a Christmas movie. It's that I hate people who are like, you know what my favorite Christmas movie is? Die Hard. I know. That is...
It's so dumb.
I have a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
I retweeted it. We're going to do a little skit.
Okay.
Oh, but we did this 2 days
Yeah.
ago. I'm not.
They
But
don't know.
So you'll be... that's why I was like, but you... Okay, that's fine. So I retweeted this, and I think it just gives all my feelings on this movie. So you'll be the top one. I'll be
On the
second
top one.
Yeah.
Okay. Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie.
Okay.
Get it? Because it's an action movie that takes place during Christmas.
Yeah, got it.
A lot of people choose Christmassy movies as their favorites,
Uh-huh.
but not me. Nope, it's Die Hard.
That's nice. Yeah, there's just a group of people who are like, shut the fuck up. I don't care.
I
It's
don't.
a good
underst-
movie, though.
It's a great movie. I just don't understand why it counts aside from being
Because it takes place at Christmas.
But like, there's no like Christmas theme to it.
No, I agree. No one watches and like, I'm
It's a
filled
setting.
with
It's not.
joy.
It's not like a theme to it.
Okay, then we have one that I might watch it tomorrow, and this will probably get me Christmas because I'm just thinking about it, is Home Alone.
Okay, it's a good movie.
I love Home Alone.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, I also haven't too, but I really want to rewatch it. It's really sad,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, it's really funny too,
I feel like
especially the mom in it.
I always watch the second one. I feel like that's always
Second
on
one's
TV.
always on TV, and
Yeah.
you can never have a conversation about Home Alone without talking about the sequel, which I don't know why.
Or Donald Trump.
Well, he's the star in the sequel, let's not lie. But I think Home Alone 1's really good. I kind of hate the slapstick aspect of it.
Oh, really? That's like
the third
the
act.
whole third act, yeah.
The best is like him and that old man, the mom. Oh, the mom is
the
so
old man thing. I forgot all about
funny.
that
And
subplot.
when the mom is with John Candy, and John Candy tells a story about how he left his kid at a funeral parlor.
I don't remember that
That's
part
so
at all.
funny.
He's like a truck driver, right? Or something?
They're in a band, and they sit in the back of a truck.
That's what it was. Okay.
Then we have Miracle on 34th Street.
I've only seen that movie once, and I
Yeah.
don't know if I've ever seen it all the way through.
They sue Santa.
It ends in a courtroom, right?
Yeah. No, it's like most of the movie is
Is it?
courtroom.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And then the letters come in.
The
and
letters kind of. That's definitely. They would definitely take that to a higher court because that would not stand. They'd be like, okay, just because one post office. First of all, sue the post office because they made the mistake. Then we have. Okay, you don't know it enough, so we'll move on. Miracle on 31st.
Oh, yeah, I don't really know much.
I have more to say, but if you don't.
No, you can say
Well,
more
no,
if you
I'd
want.
say, but it's more of like a repartee. Like we could talk about. I don't know if I have more per se, but just Christmas Vacation.
It's a great movie.
Great movie.
Watch it every year.
Best Christmas movie.
Let's give it number 3.
No, I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even say it's the best. I think it's really.
It's got really funny moments.
Well, I would say it's like. I would say it's equal to Home Alone.
It's
If not, it's better than Home Alone.
It's
probably.
really funny. The sled scene is weird and kind of comes out of nowhere. It's a little.
That movie's sort of vignette-y, though.
Yeah, no, it's very vignette-y. And like it actually is almost intentionally, because every like transition is with that door opening
yeah.
of a little what do you call it, advent calendar.
Yeah. Well, although it is vignettes, they sort of all come back in the end.
Yeah.
Or they're mentioned again later.
Well, the vignettes affect what happens, but it like
Yeah.
if someone told me each scene was directed by a different person, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. Like the
some of
scene
them-
where he's like up in the attic and you watch the old film.
Yeah,
Like, that's really cute.
that's very different than like when he's
like
chopping down the tree with
Yeah.
the chainsaw. Like that's a different
I
atmosphere, tone.
agree, yeah. But I think it sort of works.
Oh no, it's great. I love
Yeah.
that movie.
It's a Wonderful Life.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Haven't seen it.
I don't think so.
Okay.
What happens in that one?
He wishes he wasn't born, and then
Oh, I've seen all of the parodies of
See,
it.
the problem with that movie is that the first half they have to set up this man's life.
Mhm.
So the second half, where you see what it's like without him born, is effective.
Mhm.
Problem is, if I'm gonna watch that again, I'm not watching the first half.
Oh, right,
I
yeah.
already know.
Yeah.
It's not good until it's Christmas,
Right,
which is
right,
the
right.
second half.
I remember
Beautiful
the
ending.
Remember the
great
Rugrats
ending.
version of that?
Yeah, that wasn't Christmas either. That was
Yeah.
just yeah, no, that was a scary episode.
That was really
That
weird.
was a very scary episode. Yeah, I don't think I could watch that again. Or Angelica's baby brother. And he's a gigantic.
Oh God,
That's a scary
that one's
episode,
horrifying.
too. Yeah, that show's pretty freaking spooky.
it's because it's
That's
drawn
a
really weird.
spoopy yeah. Then I have The Grinch, and you know which one I'm talking about.
Of course, the Ron Howard Grinch.
No,
The classic.
okay. No, okay.
We're talking Christmas. Oh, like we're not.
Why would we talk about the worst movie ever made?
It's
Tom?
not the worst movie.
No, it's not that bad.
It's
I'm gonna
really
I'll
good.
rewatch it probably this year.
It's really funny.
I love because I rewatched it. We did a drinking game to it, the original 30-minute short. I don't remember, I remember how much that was a part of my childhood. Because I would tell stories and be like, oh, I used to do this as a kid and this and this and this while watching that, and just being like, that movie was like Christmas. That little 20-minute. Anyway, so I'm gonna tell what the drinking game is too.
Oh, yeah,
You
go
split
ahead.
up between Grinches and Who's. When they say Grinch, you drink. Anyone says Who, they drink.
Okay.
Now, you might be like, oh, they don't say it that many times. There's a whole song saying the Grinch, and there's a whole song saying Who.
Right.
So, yeah, it's an experience. You could play with the movie, too, but that one would kill you in 2 hours.
I love.
Especially for
Wait,
Grinch.
those are the only rules?
Well, no, you're giving Grinch. Well, it's 20-minute short, Tom.
I know. I feel like you'd
And
stack
there's not
on
a lot.
rules.
You could easily stack on rules, well, not really. It's really short. And it's fast.
It is
Most of it is
punchy,
song. And trust me, they say Grinch or Who once a minute. One of the two is said a minute. So you're doing fine. Then I have the Charlie Brown Christmas.
I don't think I'm super. I think I'm super just neutral
I
on
pref-
all Charlie Brown
I
stuff.
prefer the Grinch to the Charlie Brown Christmas, but boy, do I love the soundtrack to Charlie Brown Christmas. That jazz,
That's dope.
beautiful.
I didn't know what aluminum trees were. Whatever they call them.
Aluminum
Trees. Didn't know what that was.
Because there's one of, there was a fad in the 60s. That special aged pretty bad.
Never knew what
Yeah.
that meant. And then I just always thought it was weird. But
Um,
that's what I like about that is the music. The music in that's amazing.
I love depressed children walking through snow with smooth jazz.
It's dope.
I think that is the reason for the season. And then I have A Christmas Carol.
Which version?
The story of... Well, I think that's the greatest story ever told. That's the true Christmas story. Forget about Jesus.
You know what I really like?
What?
Is the Looney Tunes version of that.
Okay, that's not actually one of the 4 I have listed.
The Looney Tunes version of A Christmas Carol.
No, I know which one you're talking about. And I have 4 versions of A Christmas Carol. And somehow Bah Humduck missed the cut.
It's real good.
I wonder why.
It's real good.
Anyway, so the 4 I have, and I'll rank these in order. Is Mickey's Christmas Carol.
That's good.
Half hour.
I love that.
And this is why it works. Because it's a half hour, but it still works.
Yep.
And it's very moving, and having Scrooge McDuck play Scrooge.
Yep.
It just, obviously works. Then A Muppet's Christmas Carol.
I never saw that, actually.
I would call it Michael Caine's Christmas Carol, featuring the Muppets. The music in it's fantastic, and it's... Michael Caine could have gotten an Oscar for it. And then the George C. Scott version from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Made for TV. That's seen that one. The one that is played on TV, and it's probably regarded as, like, the best one. And then my favorite, it's called Scrooge from, I think, the 50s. Black and white. It's super spooky.
I've seen scenes from
it.
it.
Alistair
I've never seen the
Sim
whole
is
thing.
in it.
Yeah, I've seen scenes from it. I've never
That's
seen the whole
probably
thing.
that might be my favorite Christmas movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They played in Krampus. Ooh, we'll get to Krampus. That's not on the list. It should be. No, I really like. I think that one gets that it's like a ghost story. The best.
Yeah.
It adds. Does it add stuff? Thing with the Christmas Carol is you can pick and choose what you pick, and I think that one spends a lot of time in the past. Which is really annoying. But also, everything bad that ever happened to Scrooge in his life happened on Christmas. So, maybe that's why he's not that big into the holiday. I don't know. His fiance left him. His dad, abandoned him.
His
died. Business partner died. He supposedly dies on Christmas. And Christmas is a tough time for Also, he's making good points. Okay, I'm going to paraphrase. But when the men come to hey, do you want to donate to the poor? He's like, are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? My taxes go there. I'm like, Scrooge, that's a good point. Of course, the Ghost of Christmas that comes and I'm just very loud. Someone's gonna comment if anyone listens to this.
Oh no,
that's loud and obnoxious. Then we have A Christmas Story.
Oh, I'm so tired of that.
You know what? I was. And then so I just didn't watch it for a long time. And then I watched it last year.
Did you watch the live thing? Did that happen?
That's Sunday or Monday.
Okay.
It's one of the two. And I watched it last year, and I'm like, oh, there's a reason people like this so much. Sure, it's overplayed, and it ruins the whole point of the movie, but the movie on its own, really good. It's really good.
I just found out it was a book or stories or something.
I think it was an essay.
I didn't know that.
I think it was an essay
this week.
Not in the New Yorker, but maybe in the New Yorker.
And the guy who wrote it is the guy who narrates it.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, I did know that, actually. So now, on this side, and I don't even have that many, so you can chime in if you know any.
Okay.
Of TV shows and other miscellaneous specials I don't have on the front side for some reason. So we have A Very Brady Christmas. That's a great special. It's a great
just
reunion.
Watched that.
Yeah, we
just
did
watch
watch
that.
That's how I bring it up. That's great. That's a great special. We have the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Christmas episode.
Which one's that?
That's the one where Frank is in the couch.
Oh my god.
And for that scene alone is why it is perfect.
So great. Oh my god. I forgot that was the Christmas episode. That one's so good.
They try to do A Christmas Carol with Frank, and they that's so funny. And then
so good.
We find out that Mac's family stole their Christmas presents, and
that's right.
That's a very good
so good
special. That Rick and Morty's Christmas episode. I know you like that show. That's the one where they go inside the guy's body and it's
that is a Christmas episode.
Yeah. B-Plot's a Christmas episode.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's a good episode.
We have here's my favorite Christmas special is Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas.
I love that special.
That-
There's so many celebrities in that.
That is but like that's the joke.
Yeah.
And most of them are there 30 seconds.
Yeah, some of them aren't even there physically. They're like on this.
No, like
monitor.
it's legit. Like
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey and Whoopi Goldberg are just there.
They're
and-
just there.
yeah, the only two who are like actually like, oh, it's so funny. Some are like explained, some are not.
Yeah.
It's literally Pee Wee trying his best to make a Christmas special.
That was one of the first shows I watched that like they like broke the fourth wall, and it was like they talked about the snow, and he's like, "There's
Yeah.
thousands of pounds of coconut shavings," and I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's how they do this. This is so
Well,
crazy."
that's not how they did it. They didn't use coconut.
Oh, they
shavings.
don't?
Why would they use coconut? Tell me it
Uh-uh.
would smell like fake snow. Come on.
Oh well,
So
whatever.
naive. Then we have the Adventure Time Christmas episode. As much as
Oh, that
I
one's
don't
so
like that
depressing.
show, I really like that episode.
That's like a really depressing. Like, is it 2-parter or is it just the one?
Well, that show's I think 15 minutes.
They're 2 15
so I
minutes
think
blocks,
it's a 20-minute episode.
Yeah, that one's like really sad.
I really like that. They watched the tapes.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
the
really a
tapes.
Christmas episode at
Yeah.
all, but
They watch tapes. I think they wear like Christmas sweaters at the end and
yeah,
drink cocoa.
because
Yeah.
it's like cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Ed, Ed and Eddie's.
That's a great
What
one.
is
That,
it? Jingle, Jangle, Jamboree. I can't remember.
That's a
what
great
it's called.
ending.
I love that ending. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why it's here.
it's a great Christmas special.
I think that's great. I love how Ralph does Christmas, and it's that weird Eastern European
Yeah.
craziness. Johnny, it's like just ice everywhere.
Yeah, that's right.
And they go to with Jimmy, the kid with the like retainer. And
Yeah,
he had
Jimmy.
like the food. I
Quiche.
feel bad
It's not
for
an
him
episode,
in
but
that.
still.
Johnny Bravo Christmas.
It's the best one.
That's a great one.
I love it.
That's a great Christmas special.
I love it so much.
It's really good. Mostly because
good.
Donny Osmond's in
Donny
it. You
Osmond
can't
shows
act
up.
like that's
And the
not
Osmond
why it works.
family.
If he wasn't in it, I don't know how great it would be. But
I don't know, man. It's still pretty good.
oh, it is so good.
Covers so much ground. There's so many scenes. They're on the
There's
plane.
really a lot to that.
And then
20
they're in the
episode,
fucking they're in the truck, and then they're
yeah.
in the plane. Then they're with Donny Osmond in the plane.
Yeah.
It just keeps going.
We have the Flapjack Christmas episode.
I don't
Do you not remember that one?
remember that at
Had
all.
nothing to do with Christmas. I'll move on.
Okay.
Oh, this is a great one. My favorite episode of the show is the Hey Arnold Christmas episode.
Is that the one with the Vietnamese
Of
guy?
course, it's the one with Mr. Win.
That one's really sad.
Yeah.
That one's real hard to watch. at times.
Happy ending.
Oh yeah, but sad as fuck.
Never talked about it again. That ending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's real
Well,
sad.
maybe in the new movie they discussed it.
I didn't watch that.
I
so
didn't
don't
either.
know.
Cause like I said, this is the only episode of Hey Arnold I truly feel like it's worth watching.
There's the ghost one. That one's
Do you mean
spooky.
the alien one?
No, there's one where they go into the basement and they find out it's grandpa's. Like it's like they walk through like a secret lab because the guy who used to own the house like had like a lab and he died in there. But the scary noises in this basement were just leading to grandpa's secret bathroom.
I feel like I remember Grandpa's
then-
secret bathroom aspect.
Yeah, so he
of
goes
this.
to the secret bathroom and they're like, oh, okay, it's not a ghost, not a haunting, whatever. But there's this whole like mythos of the basement of this house. And then Harold and Gerald go upstairs and go to sleep.
Hey Arnold. Hold on, just
Whatever.
Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
Goes up.
They go to sleep. And then I think it's Gerald is woken up by the ghost that actually lives in the house.
Ooh, spoopy.
It's super scary.
Um,
I was spooked deep when I was a child. I was like, oh no.
Then there's the Rugrats Christmas. They go up to the cabin.
That was a great one.
And Angelica. Also the Hanukkah special.
Mm-hmm.
But they go up to the cabin and Angelica's like, oh, I'm going to get coal. And then,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
She kind of does.
She wants the house.
Yeah.
What about the other one where Stu builds like the Wonder
animatronic Christmas,
Christmas
and they
land?
get
Yeah.
trapped in old-timey Christmas.
Yes, and they have to live an old timey Christmas.
The grandmother just like into it.
Yeah.
They like are just in there.
That's post Kimberly, yeah, or
Yeah,
Kim, whatever.
Kimmy.
Kimmy.
Kimmy, fake fucking fan.
Oh, whatever.
Then we have for the public television fans, Arthur's Perfect Christmas. Not Arthur Christmas, which is a fantastic movie.
Uh-huh.
Arthur's Perfect Christmas, you know, like he's like an aardvark.
Yeah, what's that about though?
Just Christmas. There's a lot of plots going on.
I have no memory.
It's really good. If you watched it, you'd be like, oh, that's, well,
I don't remember this at all.
I don't know if you'd like it. It's like a full hour.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's not like an episode.
I don't know if I can do an hour of Arthur.
Well, I mean, okay. Okay, then. We have some. Then we have Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
I like that.
I
I
like
watched that
that.
in like kindergarten. They
Yeah, I
put
love
it. On.
it. That's really good.
There's
And not
that-
super Christmassy.
And there's the
but, like,
version where Kermit the
plonk,
Frog is in
plonk,
it.
plonk. Yeah.
Like that's a different
They
version. of it.
released that version recently.
Oh, really?
Last year.
Wow.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Then we have Muppet Family Christmas, which is actually probably
love
my
that
favorite
one.
Christmas special. So I'm gonna.
That's
take
more
that
than all in
out.
the house together.
They're all in the house. So it's the Muppets, you know, like Kermit the Frog and like
And the Fraggles
Fozzie
show
Bear.
up and stuff.
And the Fraggles are there. Sesame Street Muppets show up. Jim Henson shows up for a little bit for like
Yeah.
5 seconds.
That's a great special.
It's really good. There's not too much of a plot, but like, it's just them there is the plot.
I think you showed it to me last year, and I was like, "This is really
And it's
good."
like the and like they're making jokes, like Bert and Ernie like make jokes about that they're like on an educational show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And it's very the last 15 minutes is straight up them just singing.
Are they in like an old woman's house?
They're in Fozzie Bear's mother's house.
That's what it was. Okay.
And she's like a funny character. That's true. That's like the first time we might have seen her.
Mhm.
We only have seen her like, she's not used too often, but she's really funny. She's really funny in that. And then the Sesame Street Muppets show up, and then they see the Fraggles, and they come in the end. And it like works. Oh, and Swedish Chef is gonna kill Big Bird. Like that's a subplot to this. The Swedish Chef is gonna kill Big Bird for dinner, and then Big Bird comes in, gives him a present. Like, I know it must be tough because you're from Sweden.
You're foreign.
And you're away from your family on Christmas. And then they sing a song, and it's beautiful. And then he's like, okay, we're just gonna have cranberry sauce for dinner. And they do.
I remember this. I think you showed it to me last year.
Yeah,
It was really
no,
good.
that's probably my favorite one.
It's real good. I totally understand.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. What else you got on the list?
That was pretty much it in terms of things I think that are worth talking about. Oh, there's Scrooged, starring Bill Murray.
I've never seen that.
I watched it last year. It was alright.
You didn't bring up Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, that's not on this. It could be.
That's
though.
my favorite Christmas movie.
Oh.
Why?
No, it can be. It's just okay.
It's just.
I think that I love the music in that.
It's real good. I was listening to the soundtrack last year, and I was surprised how like it's just like an opera. Like you're just like watching the
I
movie.
just love the songs in that are so good.
Songs are really good. Aesthetically, it pleases my eyeballs.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I don't know why it's not on there. I feel like I've just seen it so many times,
I don't watch
and
it
it's
that
something I
often.
watch out of season too.
Yeah, I'd watch that season.
So like,
So good.
to me, it's not. But definitely, you watch that, you're like, oh yeah, Christmas.
Kingdom Hearts World's so weird. So weird that that's in that game twice.
It must be really big in Japan, right? That's got to be
I
it.
think so. I think Tetsuya Nomura really likes it because he's a weirdo.
Well, in the first game, it's straight up Halloween Town.
And then it's both in the second one.
Yeah,
Halloween and
but the
Christmas
first
Town.
one, it's straight up. They made up the plot. Like, it's just Jack. Like, there's ghosts.
I mean, they make up the plot in most of them.
But they still, like...
You can say they follow the movie, but not even really.
but they always...
Because, like,
What's one that doesn't at all, though? Other than that one.
doesn't at all?
Like Pinocchio, but, like, that one doesn't count. That one's just in the fucking whale.
Well, they have the second Pinocchio world in 3D, which
Oh.
is what's the island called? Prankster's Paradise or something?
Oh, Pleasure.
Pleasure Paradise.
Island.
Yeah, I think the world is called
I love
Prankster's
Pinocchio.
Paradise.
We should watch Pinocchio.
But yeah, that's the world for 3D.
Only do the first 2 games, because they're the only 2 I know.
I'm trying to think.
Lion King does, maybe.
Kind of, not really.
I can't remember. Mulan does. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, they don't.
Beauty and the Beast
Feel-
doesn't at all. No. It ends with a battle with a behemoth, like a
But
fucking
that's weird,
Ifrit
because for
in the
some reason
ballroom.
they decided
It's awesome.
Beast is gonna, like, be, like...
Well, they kind of fucked that up because he was in the first one. He was in Halabashan.
Yeah, and
and
they-
you assume that's his castle, but they're like, no, it's actually a different place altogether.
And then they're like... Beast, no, this guy from Organization 13.
Oh, Zaldan.
Yeah.
Zaldan's like a super racist.
They decided
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast would, like,
I don't
tie
know.
in a little too much.
Yeah, Zaldan like harasses the Beast
Yeah,
constantly.
Beast,
Like,
like, has, like, a bully. I don't know.
in 3.8 over 2, 3.8/2, you are part of the organization, and you play as Roxas, and so you like occasionally have to go and hang, like, do missions with Zaldan, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? Leave this guy alone. Why are you harassing him? He's like, fuck him. I just want to mess with him. Turn him into Heartless. It's just like, fucking what? Leave him alone.
Yeah, it's weird. I guess Little Mermaid in the first game it doesn't.
No,
But it
not really.
does.
Well, but it does, but it doesn't, because like that little
'Cause
trident thing
Ursula.
doesn't mean anything.
But like in the second one, it is straight up the movie. But also in the second one,
It's just music.
I was gonna say you're pretty much just watching.
That one's closer to the movie than the first one is. The first one is like she
But-
steals the thing.
That's the close. I would say that's the closest to the movie of any game, of any other world.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's straight. Like Thor doesn't need to be there.
It's not really the movie. Well, I guess it's kind of the movie for Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm trying to think.
Once again, I think
You go to locations from the movies, but I don't feel like events happen in the correct order because there's a anime character all of a sudden interacting
Mhm.
with them. So like and monsters show up, so it messes with like the actual pacing of it.
Hercules also isn't like the movie at all. But once again, that's because they decided
It's a different atmosphere.
Hercules
Yeah.
would be in the plot, especially in the sequel. They decided
That's majority of that
they're
world
like,
is
we'll
underground.
take we'll take a Final Fantasy character, resurrect him, because fuck it, he's in the underworld.
Well, he's
And you might be like, hey, shouldn't he look like the other people in the world? So, question for you:
Yep, go ahead.
is the underworld only the underworld for that Hercules land?
So, fun fact: Arin is already a ghost.
Okay, well, I don't get how that works.
Doesn't. It's from Final Fantasy X. He's already a
But
ghost.
essentially, so let's say when
He's ghost
Tarzan
the whole time.
when Tarzan dies,
Mhm.
will he be in the underworld?
I don't think so. No.
Then why is that anime guy there?
Well, because he's already a ghost. I'm pretty sure he just he brought him in
From where?
from his Final Fantasy
Also,
world,
Cloud is
which would
there
be
too.
Radiant Garden. Well, Cloud is trying to fight, or he's trying to beat the darkness inside him so that he doesn't lose to Sephiroth. So that's why he's on his little mopey journey.
No, it's because Hades was like, hey, I'll resurrect this lady for you.
No, 'cause she's already alive. She's never dead in that series.
But he told him that.
Yeah, she's not dead.
He told him that, though.
I don't remember. I
In
don't
the
think so.
first game, I swear to God. He's going to resurrect someone. Or maybe he's going to resurrect himself.
No, because Cloud's not dead.
Okay, then why is he working with Hades? I'm telling you,
He's
it is
trying.
because
I feel like it's something. It's been a little while.
he's resurrecting his wife or something.
No, he's not married. Cloud's
his
just
girlfriend.
21.
Some lady. He
Well,
likes.
Aerith dies in 7, but she's not dead. And you hang out with her.
Yeah.
She gives you Kiraga. She's
yeah,
wonderful.
She's hanging out.
So I don't. No, I feel like it was. I forget the exact. I forget. I need to redo it. I've just recently replayed the first one twice, but I haven't. I wasn't watching cutscenes, so I forget exactly what he says.
You should always watch cutscenes.
I had to go real fast. I had to beat it in 15 hours,
Well,
which
that's-
is super easy.
that's on you.
You can do it in 9, 8 even.
Yeah, nah, I don't really get Kingdom Hearts. How any of it works.
Well, what confuses you?
Just all of it. We're not gonna talk about it. I don't care. Like, I don't care enough to learn about it. But it's just weird.
Oh, it's weird. I'm not gonna take that away, but it generally makes sense. I guess technically, yeah, everything goes in the underworld because all of the worlds are connected but shattered due to darkness.
But
so.
actually, wait. But when you die,
Well, actually, if we want to get into death, oh boy, we got. Do you have an hour?
I mean, like, I'm good. But I don't care.
Because it's not permanent. There are 3 parts to the body: the heart,
Mm-hmm.
the mind, or soul, or will. We can call it will to make it a little easier, and the body.
Okay.
When your heart loses to darkness, your heart goes away. Your body stays, and it becomes a nobody. The heart becomes a heartless, which makes no sense because the body becomes the nobody, but it's a nobody, and then the heartless becomes the heart becomes the heartless.
Strangely
but
enough, that one makes sense.
And when if you're heartless with the insignia, you're a heart corrupted by darkness. If you're a shadow or a dark side that doesn't have the insignia, or a dark ball, they don't have the insignia because they're raw darkness creatures, and they are from the realm of darkness. So in the very beginning,
the main character became a
Sora?
shadow. Yeah.
because he gave up his heart. So his heart wasn't. So Kyrie's heart was inside his, and he gave his heart to her, and then got it back. That's way complicated.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't really care.
And then Will is only been seen once, and that's what Terra comes back as. So his will keeps his armor around. So his brain stays, his mental state, his soul stays with his armor, and then keeps that going around. So
yeah, no, that's fine.
it's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
I need notes to do it justice.
Yeah. Also, the other movie that wasn't on that list is Krampus.
Oh yeah, you've been talking about this.
So I watched it recently, and it's really good.
Is it?
I really liked it. I thought it'd be crap,
It sure looked like garbage.
I really thought this would be a bad movie.
When I saw that trailer, I was like, "Oh boy!"
But I watched
thank you.
it, and I'm like, this movie is a Christmas movie. There is depth to it. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
It is a sad movie, and there's some spooks in it.
I like
Not
being.
too many spooks.
I like it. I like being scared. Getting scared.
It's a really strong Christmas movie.
Is it?
Yeah. What else was on that list that wasn't on that list?
I don't know.
The Santa Claus wasn't.
It
and
sure
I'll
wasn't.
tell you why. Those movies are really fucked up.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I really only remember the first
There's
one.
like no magic to it. They're like, fuck it, Santa Claus is a job. How do you get it? It's like you
Murder.
gotta kill the old guy. Like, okay.
Yeah, it is a weird way of doing things.
And also, Santa Claus is of an infection. Like, to be Santa
Oh,
Claus.
yeah, it corrupts you.
Symptoms are you be fat and you have to have the beard. You shave it, it's growing back.
Yeah, in seconds.
Like, you can't escape. It's a disease.
Yeah.
Being Santa Claus is a disease.
Is the Santa Claus an allegory for STDs?
Perhaps.
You get it from another person,
Perhaps.
and it slowly corrupts your body
It does. You don't.
until your life is changed forever.
You don't spread it though. Well, I guess you spread goodwill or something. I don't know. But also, like, there's like no magic in those movies.
I mean, there is
No,
magic.
there's like little, but I just mean like the first movie is about like a broken family and like he has to be Santa Claus.
Who plays the stepdad?
Judge Reinhold?
That's right. Yeah,
He's
who
the
plays
best
him?
in that movie.
Who plays
Judge Reinhold.
Is Judge Reinhold?
That's
Okay,
his
that's,
I'm sorry. Did you think that's the character name?
I forgot what the character's name was.
I don't remember what it is. Why would I know?
Is it Norm? I feel like it's Norm.
It is
Is it
Norm.
Norm?
He's like, Norm, my psychiatrist says Santa's not
That's right.
real.
He's a psychiatrist.
Yeah,
What
no,
a
that
movie.
movie's fucked up.
What a movie.
There's a scene where he's like at the psychiatrist and he's like, you're crazy. And he's like, I'm Santa Claus. He should be arrested. Also,
don't
the
really
cops
know.
like never look into it more.
No. Well, I mean,
Once the mom is like, no, we good. They're like,
the
okay.
elves broke him out with tinsel.
Yeah, tinsel's not just for decoration. That's the line.
No one uses tinsel anymore.
No, I think tinsel should come back.
Why? It's fucking tacky. It makes your tree look like someone
Well,
came
I
all
think
over
the
it.
problem is, if you were to even buy tinsel these days, I bet it would be the good tinsel. Because it's got to be earth-friendly now.
What's good tinsel?
I want to reach into a box of carcinogen. Just get that lead poisoning and throw it on that tree. And you get globs and it looks like nests.
It looks awful.
Oh, I love it.
Tinsel's awful.
I love tinsel. Fuck
Why?
it, just get an aluminum tree. Just a tree of only tinsel. That's the reason for
What's
the
classic
season.
tinsel made of? Is it aluminum?
It's some
Looks
kind
like
of
tinfoil
metal.
just shredded.
It's some kind of yeah. It's this. We don't have tinfoil. What we'll do is we'll just get aluminum foil and cut it in strips. Just leave it on the tree.
Is that how you're supposed to put it on and just throw it at the tree?
I don't know. One strain by strain.
I don't know.
You could, I guess.
I've never done it. I've only seen it done, and it's gross.
I love tinsel. It drapes, and it's just you can't have a little bit of tinsel.
No,
you go
cannot.
big.
You have to go. Yeah, your whole tree's got to glitter.
Okay. You know what I hate? Let's
Mhm.
talk more about Christmas trees.
Okay.
Is I don't like blinking lights on Christmas trees.
Oh, really?
I understand where people are coming from, but people who are like only white lights on a Christmas tree.
No, see, I like colored
Why?
lights.
Why? First of all, bougie motherfucker, go die. But that's true because you also have your ornaments are colorful. You don't need more. But that's not true. You can never have too much on a Christmas tree. But I don't like rotating Christmas trees.
I've never seen that.
They like it in the stand and it rotates.
I've never seen that.
Okay.
That's awesome. Why do you not like that? It can show
Yeah.
every side of the
Yeah.
tree, all the
Yeah.
ornaments. You have the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No,
Why is that a bad
I
thing?
don't like it.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Also, fake trees.
Fake trees, I can get behind. I can get behind hating
Fake
that.
trees, fun fact, are more deadly than real trees. Not
Really?
deadly, but
Bad
if
for
you're
the
trying to
environment.
save the planet with a fake tree, you're wrong.
Right. Right.
Because I think it's like
I feel like the
what
only
it
people.
takes to make it is not. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of this concept of a tree door? You have a door in your house that
Mhm.
you get the Christmas tree in and out of.
Okay.
I've never heard of this till recently.
So the door's for one purpose?
For one purpose. It
Mhm.
doesn't lead anywhere. It's likely going to be lifted off the the ground a little bit, so you can back a car up and lead it in. Yeah.
Do you know someone who has this?
I was listening to a podcast, and she was like, my dad had a Christmas tree door. And I was like, this is so weird.
just one guy.
I have one example
of
it.
Up?
I didn't look it up.
That's also what he probably just called. He probably just had a door.
I'm just asking if you've ever heard of it.
No, because I don't think it's real. That's why.
Okay.
That being said, he's once a year, twice a year.
I mean, maybe bring other trees in the house. I don't know his lifestyle.
Okay. Well, still, if you're bringing Christmas trees, you're bringing them all at once.
No, I mean, maybe you rotate out foliage throughout the house, throughout the year.
She called it a Christmas tree door, though. She didn't call it the tree door.
Yeah, I guess. But
what podcast was this?
It was a gaming one.
It doesn't sound like a gaming one. It sounds like
Ben,
a Christmas tree
please,
one.
you don't understand how video game podcasts work.
No, I don't.
They spend 30 minutes not talking about video games ever. It's more pressing that you argue about who would win in a fight with a knife or a bat.
That's a great question. What kind of bat is it?
Let's say aluminum.
Okay, that doesn't really matter now that I think about it. So is it like a switchblade knife?
Sure.
Okay, so it's a switchblade knife. Baseball bat's just so much longer. Now I'm picturing it like a West Side Story run a rumble.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're already kind of spread apart. You're walking in the circle.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing some leaps, some jumps.
Mm-hmm.
I guess bat would win, right?
But bat's slower.
You gotta go. But here's the thing with knife. So I'm like, you extend your arm. By then the bat could already have hit you in the head. Now,
As a knife user, you're not on the advantage. You're not attacking.
No,
first.
I'm gonna say this. I think with the knife, you're gonna get some damage in. Thing if the baseball bat, if he hits you in the head, first you're down, right?
Maybe it depends on how hard he hits you.
That's the thing. The knife.
Also, if you go to hit him and he has to hit your arm or hand, if he doesn't break a bone, you're getting in there. You're stabbing him.
I was gonna say the knife thing. One hit, you're done.
Yeah.
The baseball bat might take a while, but also maybe you'll get hit enough that the knife will fall out of his hand.
But if you don't commit to that, then you're getting stabbed, or at least cut. It's a tough call.
That is. What did they figure out on that podcast? What was the final result?
They've been debating it for years now. It still comes up.
I mean, that's truly. I think that's.
Someone wrote an email into them and they were like, I watched this actually. I'm a cop and I came to a scene where this actually happened.
Yeah,
it's bad for everyone.
What happened?
Everyone loses. Because once you get to adrenaline, then you're not feeling the baseball hits, but you're also not feeling the stabs. So you just go at both of each other, and it's just bad for everyone involved.
Wow, I need to see this in action. Mythbusters, get on it. Call them up. They're not making that show still, are they?
No, I saw that the Adam guy, the one with glasses, has like a YouTube channel where he was making like a Nerf sniper rifle or something.
Oh, okay. So
and I was like, all right, cool. He's
still
still making weird shit for fun.
Yeah, sure.
But
he's in stuff. I see him all the time.
Yeah, he does. He does do things.
Commercials.
What was the name of the other guy? The bald one? Jesse?
Yeah, Jesse. It was a female name. That's also a male's name. I want to say Jesse.
It was a great show.
That was a good show if the myth was good. Some myths were stupid.
Some were
great. Some was like, how many times can you fold a piece of paper? I'm like, I'm intrigued. But other times it was like, is this a myth? Is this a thing people question?
Like what?
There was one about poison ivy, and I can't remember what it was.
They did one about who's the guy who's supposed to be buried under Giant Stadium?
Oh, I know that because I saw that episode. Was it Giant? I thought it was a baseball stadium.
Whatever. It's basically he's buried under a stadium, under concrete, and they like just took a pig corpse and did it. And they're like, it reeks forever. Like you can't bury this. Like, they bury like 6 feet under, put concrete over it, put dirt over it, grass over it. Like you could still smell it. There's no way he's buried under there. You totally know. Like this is very interesting.
What do you mean? But is he buried in a coffin?
I mean, if he's like a ramshackle mafia death.
That makes no sense. Because you go to a graveyard, you ain't smelling corpse, are you?
Well, he's probably not in a fancy coffin. If he's in a coffin, he's probably in a bag.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. I think you put a corpse in a bag, you throw that 6 feet under.
Ben, I tell you,
it ain't gonna smell.
We can have this debate, but I watched Mythbusters prove it wrong, so I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. You put some frankincense or myrrh on it. I don't know which one's for dead people.
Were one of those for dead people?
Yeah, that's
I didn't know that.
The symbolism. Because spoilers, he dies, and
You're telling me Jesus isn't real, and it was just a story with symbolism?
Yeah, I mean, symbolism, and I think it was myrrh was the one. Frankincense is a mineral. And I think myrrh is a perfume.
Franks, in some sense.
Frankincense supposedly you can also smoke, but I only know that from a movie, and it's not a very realistic movie.
A movie?
It's a musical, but it's not like a real musical. It's like an off-Broadway, but they made it a movie. It was based off that old PSA movie about Reefer Madness. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he goes to a church, smokes frankincense.
Gotta get that reefer.
And then I Googled it, and they're like, yeah, no, nothing would happen. And I'm like, oh, that's disappointing. Because then the movie, like, trips out, and I'm like, what? And I look online, I'm like, you can buy that for $10, the whole bag. And then online, they're like, yeah, no, you might get a headache. Like, you would, like, yeah, like, it's not safe.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I've never seen Reefer Madness, but from what I've heard, it doesn't seem like the most accurate movie.
Well, that's, like, the joke, like, from the 20s. And so, like, the musical is, like...
it's a musical
satire.
on that. Got it.
Yeah, it's, like, based off that.
Okay.
I think in
sense.
the end they go to jail and, like, FDR breaks them out or something. I can't fully remember what happens.
Okay.
Jesus shows up at one point.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should...
So it's just like How High, the greatest stoner movie.
I don't know what that is.
Is it How High? No, it's not How High. No, what is it called? The one where, like, the president is there and shit? Or Abraham Lincoln is there? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't...
I feel like it's a... No,
Like Harold and Kumar?
Harold Kumar's great. That's a great stoner movie. You're right. It was How High. Yeah, right. Okay.
Can you show me a picture?
Yeah. This is the poster.
Oh, is that with those two guys?
No. No?
Do you know?
No.
You know, the brothers.
This one's with Method Man.
I don't know what this is.
I feel like you would recognize parts of it if you saw it. It's so weird.
Is
It's
it
such
on,
a
like, Comedy Central or something?
Yeah, he's been on Comedy Central all the time.
Remember the movie Let's Go to Jail or Let's Go to Prison?
Yes, I love that movie.
Okay.
What, you don't?
I don't know. That's all I had to say.
Oh, I love that
Starring
movie.
Will Arnett and Dax Shepard.
Yeah, and then there's they have, like, the toilet wine, and then they start the wine business after that.
Yeah, that's actually funny.
After they fall in love with each other.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's a great movie. I'm sorry, because they were gonna have a knife fight. That, like, the warden was someone too. Maybe not.
Pull it up. That's a great movie though. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I also really like I love Waiting. Waiting is awesome.
I don't know what that is.
It's Ryan Reynolds and I think Anna Faris is in it. Amy Milonakis is in it, and they're waiters, like an Applebee's.
I've seen, like, bits of that.
I've seen it so many times at this point, but it's
Office
really good.
Space and Idiocracy I like more.
I never saw it like a lot. I've seen it actually once. I've never seen it more than once on that channel.
It's so
Central.
funny. That and Office Space are the same guy. That's why I bring it up.
Dylan Baker was the warden.
Can I see a picture?
That is the cast.
Oh, is he in things? Probably. I'm not gonna look it up, but you know he's in stuff. You just know.
But yeah, I love Waiting. Waiting's my favorite, like, stupid fucking what the fuck is it called?
Comedy Central.
Comedy Central movies. Although Beer Fest is actually my favorite.
I don't know what that is.
You've never seen Beer Fest?
No.
Oh, Ben. Do you know Super Troopers?
I know of it.
So it's the same people, and they go to do a beer drinking competition, and they have to get through the boot. You, like, turn the boot because the air bubbles at the toe will hit you in the face and you spoil it. You spill the rest of it over you. But there's a part. There's, like, a rival group trying to murder them or whatever, and they end up murdering the one dude by throwing him in a big vat of beer, and he's like, I'll just drink my way out of this. So he starts drinking, but he ends up drowning anyway. Then at the funeral, they're all feeling real sad, and then a character walks in who's the same actor with a mustache on. He's like, hey, my brother was the guy who died. Oh. He likes you guys a lot. So, you know what? I was thinking maybe I could take his place on the team. And you know what? Don't worry. He told me all about you guys. So we can skip that awkward meeting phase. And you know what? It would just be easier if you just call me by his name. And then they just move on as if that character never died.
What? Do they keep the mustache?
I think so. I forget. It's been a little while. It's so good. It's my favorite scene in any movie. It's so good. That's a great movie. They're making Super Troopers 2. It's 420.
I never saw it.
I like Beer Fest more than Super Troopers, but it's been a while since I've seen Super Troopers.
Heard of Beer Fest.
Yeah, it's so good. You should watch it. I forgot what are those guys called. I forget what they're an old, like, internet, like, improv group thing, like Derek Comedy. If you're familiar with them.
No.
It's what the fuck's his name? Childish Gambino there. You know,
Everyone loves him. I know him. I don't know, but like I've seen him in things.
Don Glover.
No, I'm aware.
He was in a like Funny or Die sketch group. You ever see the bro rape video? That was pretty famous.
Yeah, I did.
That was them.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have a whole bunch of different sketches
So like
and
olden
stuff.
days.
Yeah, wicked old.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. That's just a ridiculous video. Oh my god. You couldn't get away with that today.
Yeah, no. Well, you could.
Cause like
Yeah, you could.
frat bro rape is a real thing
You could
that
get
actually
away with
happened.
it. You could get away with it now.
So like I don't know if you
Actually, I feel like you could. It might be more popular now.
maybe yeah.
It's more recognized.
I mean, obviously it's like the joke is they have sex with each other. You know, they bring their GameCube, their Dane Cook CDs.
I miss
Wait,
Dane
is-
Cook. Bring him back.
Is Bobby Moynihan in that video?
No.
How do I even look that up?
I don't know.
Because I feel like that was his part. I'll look it up. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we'll figure it out. But yep, he is. It's Bobby Moynihan.
Oh, great.
Yep, he is in that sketch.
Wow.
Yep,
Wow. Yeah.
he's the guy who's like Dane Cook is American classic.
I like
You're
Dane
not American if
Cook.
you don't like Dane Cook.
I'm saying that. Dane Cook got a bad rap.
You saw that Dane Cook
Yeah,
tour
I
shirt?
wore it yesterday. I wear it to bed.
It's a big shirt on you. That makes sense.
I just bought it out of freaking like Goodwill.
Yeah.
The thing, oh my god, this is I didn't buy it and I wish I did. I was at a Goodwill once. It was like a shirt for someone like celebrating like their bat mitzvah.
Oh shit! You didn't buy it. Going to the Goodwill and buying shirts with like dates on them or like tour shirts or something for events that you did not attend.
Oh,
are the
okay.
best.
No, but also I've seen like Greek letters at like a Goodwill, like sewn in.
Oh yeah.
The things you can buy. People like will donate things that like no one else can wear.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know. I've seen like Little League shirt. I love it.
You should just buy those exclusively. Yeah. Just weird shirts that no one could actually like. You have no right to wear, but you're gonna wear it
People like,
anyway.
oh, who's Dana? I'm like, oh, her bat mitzvah. Don't remember it? Okay.
It's typical fucking Dina. Goddamn alcoholic.
But I'm telling you, once she got that bat mitzvah, she thought she was hot shit. She could have all the wine she wanted.
No one
Can
said no.
speak a little bit of fucking Hebrew. She thinks she can fucking
Rule the world.
fucking do whatever the fuck she wants.
It's a shame.
That's the life she chose, and now look at her.
You play the best soccer mom. Like just a snotty soccer mom, you would nail that role.
I think that's true.
Mostly because that's just you all the time.
Do
You guys get soccer mom drunk at school?
I don't drink wine.
Oh no, you
I'll
don't.
drink Four Loko in a wine glass.
Oh,
I'll
gross.
read a nice book, stay in.
Gross.
Stay in, you know.
Yeah.
No. Do you think anyone drink a Four Loko out of, like, glass?
No, it's fucking. If you do, you're not part of the
Actually,
society.
I came up with a, speaking of fragrance, well, I ruined the joke. But a Christmas cocktail.
Mhm.
Listeners at home, you can make it at home. This is the Christmas special, so we're going to teach you how to do craft.
Mhm.
So take gold Four Loko and then frankincense and myrrh and just mix it together.
I don't think you can ingest that second half.
Well, it's like just that the holiday drinking.
You couldn't
thing.
just put like tea mint in there or something.
No, it's gotta be frankincense, myrrh, and then four. Well, you can't drink gold. That is impossible. So you have gold
Right.
Loko.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Ben, I haven't bought a Four
Okay.
Loko in 4 years.
Let's talk about Four Lokos. It's the Four Loko segment of the show, which is
Okay.
weird because I'm not like.
Sponsored by.
It's been a while. If only. Remember when Four Loko? Okay, I don't because I'm.
Was lethal?
young.
Yeah.
I was gonna say when it had caffeine in it.
Yeah.
So here's a fun game you can play at home. You're disappointed it doesn't have caffeine? That's fine. Guess what they sell right next to Four Loko Kids? Mountain Dew.
Or Red Bull.
Mix that in. Now you might be also thinking, hey, can I use Four Loko as a mixer? Of course you can. You can use it as whatever you want. Now, so we have GoCo, which is grape Four Loko. We got like all the Locos, 12%. Froco, which is frozen Four Loko. We have GoCo, which is gold Four Loko, and Bloco, which is Blaze Four Loko. Those are all 14%, not 12.
What is Blaze? What
They-
flavor
Now
is that?
you might be. What flavor is gold, Tom?
I don't know.
Gold is my favorite one. It's the only one I'll drink.
I think that one's like. Wait. I thought they were like fruit flavors.
Mm-hmm. But the 14% ones, gold, frozen, and blaze, are not.
I've never seen those.
Gold, I think maybe it's kind of mango. I don't know. I legitimately cannot describe to you what the flavor of those
Tastes
three
like
are.
gold. Tastes like the color gold.
I remember asking someone once, like, Anna, it tastes like blaze. I'm like, okay. No, it's you can use so much.
What do they teach you at this school of
You
yours?
can do whatever you want with a Four Loko. You can use it as a mixer.
Why don't just take straight liquor shots? That's what real adults do.
That's too strong. Use a mixer with a Four Loko.
But it tastes like gasoline. Sure, it's gasoline that'll get you fucked up, but it tastes like gasoline. Why don't you kids go do Caribou Lose? Caribou Lose.
I don't know what that is.
It's from a Tech 9 song, Tech 9.
Yeah, no.
And it's 151 Malibu rum and like pineapple juice or something.
I hate that crap.
151 is flammable.
That was isn't the whole point?
It has flammable warnings on the bottle. It's like, do not pour this near an open flame.
That must be what that's drinking in like Indiana Jones.
Because it's
remember they light it up.
It's 151 proof and it's gasoline.
Wait, can't you only have 100?
Not with 151, Ben.
Wait,
we're going up. Bacardi
151%?
No, it's if I'm not mistaken, it's 151 proof, right?
I don't know what that means.
It's like I'll get you the exact definition for you. 151 rum. Here we go. It's real gross. It is 75. Yeah, proof level 151. That is 75.5% of alcohol by volume.
Oh.
It'll make you go blind.
Where do you buy that?
The store. Bacardi sells it.
Bacardi's too expensive.
When you buy one bottle, you have like half a shot. You go, this is fucking disgusting, and you put in other things. Because it's just pure vile.
Yeah. Or just like get a straw and drink a Four Loko casually. I don't know.
What are you, a fucking grandmother? Well, I don't think grandmother's drinking Four Lokos.
You know, with
the straw really added the image of grandmotherhood.
I'm saying you put a straw in it, you can casually drink it. No one will question it. People be like, oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, he has a straw in it now, so he just casually.
That's so ridiculous.
Drinking it, and you finish it, you know. Do they sell Four Lokos not in tall boys?
I don't think so. I've never seen it any other way, except for in tall cans.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You've never bought like a 6-pack of that?
No. I've only bought maybe four Lokos in my life.
Oh. Okay.
And I was like, all right, these are disgusting.
They I took all of them but gold.
They speed it up. They speed up the process. I'll put that much.
Gold, I'll give you this. Gold is great. The other ones, yeah, they're gross.
I never had the 14% ones. I didn't even know those existed. Maybe those are new. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had a Four Loko presented in front of me.
I don't.
I used to like the watermelon flavor.
That's probably my second if I have to do that. So. Fruit punch. A lot of people hate the fruit punch one.
It's gross.
But I like the fruit punch one.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, and then when you vomit it up, it's blood.
Yeah, sure is.
It's,
sure
that
is.
one's kind of fun. And then the watermelon.
The watermelon
mango's popular one.
What are you kids doing over there? You're going to convenience stores?
Grape. Grape is like not always available.
I've never had that. Do you know that's
I
available?
never had grape.
That's probably popular, so it's always good.
My roommate likes grape. But I think it's because he went as a grape Four Loko for Halloween.
That's
so
tacky.
Felt, obliged.
Shots fired, but
how's it tacky?
You're just going as a liquor.
Oh, I've never seen like a grape Four Loko though costume. I thought it was kind of. How many Loko costumes are you seeing on Halloween?
It's not the quantity, Ben. It's the quality of the costume that makes it tacky.
Okay. I wasn't like, yeah. It's not like he was dressed in a can. He had a shirt. He had a camo shirt on. I don't know.
It's even worse.
Well, that's the logo.
If he just wore like a little like.
No, he wore like logo on.
No, if he wore like a barrel, like a
no,
long tube.
You need it to be camo because
No, you know like the crayon costumes.
Yeah.
So the crayon costume with the top of the crayon cut off, then you decorate the outside.
Oh, that's a lot of. Well, he was more, I think, the human embodiment of Four Loko.
So what? A garbage bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, my one friend, I think she went as gold. She had to have.
What the fuck? Why is this gold so popular amongst you and your friends? I've
I'll
never even heard of this beverage.
I'll find you a picture. It was. I don't know. I don't care about a picture because it's not like the listeners at home could even see it.
They probably know about it. I'm probably the one in the dark here.
What?
the fucking gold for Loko. I didn't know.
Yeah,
this
no,
was-
everyone
I didn't
knows
know there were
Four Loko.
3 brands above or 3
I think
flavors
there's
above
more
12%.
than 3. I might be blanking on what that, but I think it's those 3.
It's the first thing I ever got super hammered on was for
Very
Loko.
cool. I think it might just be those 3. I don't know. 4 Lokos. Should they be illegal? Of course not.
No, they're fine. They're fine now. I never had the one that was blackout juice or whatever they called it on the news to scare parents.
With mixed with caffeine.
Right.
And I'm telling you guys, they just sell Mountain Dew right next to it. But you might be like, hey, Ben, but
Mountain
I don't
Dew-
want all those calories. You're right. I didn't even think of that. Get some caffeine pills.
How about you just get sugar-free Red Bull? That's also straight next to it.
Yeah, but then you're adding another liquid to take away from the 4 Loko.
What are you taking away?
You want just the consent. Then that...
Wait,
no.
wait. Then what's adding Mountain Dew?
Well, I realized I take it back. You don't want that. You want just straight caffeine pills in your 4 Loko.
No, that sounds awful.
Send a picture, tweet at the show, you doing this, and then with the hashtag
Ben's a fucking crazy
Loko.
person. Hashtag Ben's a lunatic.
float
Hashtag Ben's living a fast and loose life to death.
Loko Christmas? I don't
Caffeine
know.
pills crushed up in your 4 Loko.
Well, I thought if you just dipped it in, it would dissolve. It's like an antacid.
What?
The caffeine pill. It might dissolve.
Have you never done this? And you're just
No,
you're
I've never
speculating?
done this.
Okay.
Wait, do you think I've done this?
Yeah.
No.
I thought you were like, no, this is how you do it. And, okay, you're just speculating.
No,
You have to break it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no.
Antacids are made of very different materials than like pill stuff.
I do have caffeine pills. There's nothing stopping me.
It's true. That's why I thought you did it.
No.
Then because you learned that from Saved by the Bell.
So Bible did a wrong lesson.
They taught
The
you that was an
episode where
option.
Jesse is addicted to caffeine pills. I'm like, caffeine pills are real? So I
Mhm.
buy some at CVS, by the way. You can fucking walk in and buy them. And they're like, okay. And they handed it to me. They never worked. But I also only took like one, which is probably like less than a cup of coffee.
Probably.
It made me, because I also
Why are
never
people-
took them like with food, which I think kind of fucked me up and it made me feel pain.
I never fucked with any of that kind of stuff. The only thing I really ever fucked with was like I did 5-Hour Energy once, which was so gross and tasted like just poop. It was bad. Don't drink it. And then they had a contest like 2 years later after I had it for the first time, and it was like make 4 Loko taste good competition. I was like hilarious. Or not 4 Loko, 5 Energy.
Wait, we could add 4 Loko to Go-Go juice. For those of you at home that are like, what's Go-Go juice?
And
Well,
Tom.
you're fake fans of Honey Boo Boo. Is the answer. Now,
I-
Go-Go juice is Red Bull and Mountain Dew mixed.
Oh my god. The poor child.
So I guess I had Mountain Dew, Red Bull, and then Loko.
What?
But you don't have a death wish. They're only going to do a 12% Loko. You're not crazy.
What the fuck are you kids doing over there at this
No
4
one's
Lokos?
done it, but you
Why are you all
could do
4
that.
Loko crazy?
No
Why are
one's
you all
like
Loko
4
for
Loko
the
crazy.
4 Loko?
Loko for Loko. No, but like it's. I know. I probably haven't had one since like October.
That's so crazy. That like, cause everyone I went to school with, they're like, oh, that's gross. No one
Oh
drinks
no!
that.
Everyone will say, "Oh, that's gross." As you're like buying it. Well, the best is if you're buying them. If you're buying like other things and someone's getting a Loko, someone else will go, "Oh, is it a Loko night?" And then you're like, "Well, if you are doing it," and then everyone.
See, Loko night wasn't a thing when I was in college.
Sometimes, but Loko nights also are like on a Tuesday.
Also, no one drank. People did. I just never did. I'm responsible, but not really.
You would.
I just play video games all the time.
No, we would do Tuesday because no one else did, so we could go out and people were like, "Ah, it's Tuesday," and then I would sleep on Thursdays.
Wait, what?
So the reversed.
So you just stay up for two?
No.
for 24
I
hours?
mean, like Tuesday, you could like do it. Then Thursday, when everyone else, that's your off night.
Oh,
doesn't matter.
Oh, I see. Okay.
but
now I
also,
see what
like
you're saying.
sometimes they're just every day. It doesn't matter. Twisted Teas are good too.
They're pretty good.
The opposite of that one you can use as a mixer,
I mean, technically anything we use as a mixer.
but that's just iced tea.
I mean,
It's 5% alcohol.
Yeah, they're pretty
I
decent.
like the half and half. Ever have a raspberry one?
No,
I don't like them.
I had a lot of what's the fruit juice one? Mike's Hard. I had a lot of those once.
Mike's Harder is good. I love that.
Those are good.
That's 8% instead of 5%.
And I had. Why do you know all these percentages?
Is that pure? They're up in the head. I only will drink lemon of that. I don't like
I drank the pink one. I don't know what that was.
pink lemon.
Was
I
it
don't
pink?
know.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't remember. It was either strawberry or pink lemonade or something. I can't remember exactly. Maybe it's pink. Pink lemonade, strawberry lemonade. I don't know. But
I don't know.
can you have lemonade of different colors, different flavors that are not lemon?
I know there's multiple. I know there's like a raspberry mixed hard. I know there's
I had one of those. One of the ones that were pink.
Flavored.
And I was like, this is pretty good. I drank a bunch of them.
Can't.
And they went blah. Because I had too much.
Oh, that's kind of... Hey, listeners at home. Tom sounds kind of like a pussy. I don't know.
Hey, man.
I don't know. That's just me, though. Tweet at the show. Do you have a Twitter for the show?
I just have my Twitter.
Oh.
I have an email for the show. yourbrandtom@gmail.com. That's yourbrainontom@gmail.com.
You should shorten it.
No, it's the name of the show.
Should we get a rap for it? Like Zoom?
No, I
No,
don't.
but
I
they'd
don't
be
have
like
one.
P.O. Box, Boston, Massachusetts. And then they would say the zip code, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna write into the show.
Never did though.
Nah, I didn't.
How many letters do you think they got? Like a week?
A lot, I bet, because that show is solely run on shit they got in the mail.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, Zoom was,
How much do you think they had to plan ahead before they could just coast on fan entries?
I mean, that was a public access show, so, like, they didn't give a shit.
No, but they had to have content before people knew to send content. Like, how much do you think they had to build up? Like, how to log how much before they could just coast on fan entries?
Probably a lot, but even then, you did the old-timey version of Google. Be like, simple science experiment, stupid skit we can write in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
That was
probably really bad if I look back at it now.
I actually recently I was like looking into it. The Zoom, I was like, seeing it. Simple show, very easy set. I think I saw a documentary on it. Like that was an episode of the show.
Oh, that's cool.
And they were just like going through the casting process, and it was very like simple. I mean, it's freaking public television.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah, that's why the show could make it, because the budget was like nothing. They filmed in Boston.
In like a soundstage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was black.
Yep,
the set was like shapes.
Yep.
And then they had shirts, and they're like, okay, let's make brownies with the magic of television. We already have them, you know. They're like, put in the oven. Use a parent's permission. They didn't. The Zoomers didn't. Zoomers didn't have parents.
They didn't. They weren't real.
That's my thing. Zoomers, like...
They're just figments of our imagination.
Yeah. Zoomers were never real. They were in our hearts all along.
Just like Candle Cove.
I didn't watch that.
It was a creepypasta.
No.
It became a show.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't watch this.
I
That's what you were leading into.
No, I've already talked about that.
I was going to say I didn't watch it.
No.
Yeah.
I was more referencing the creepypasta because the show is like whatever.
Yeah, I don't.
Forgettable. The only reason I thought of it because I went on Amazon Prime today. I was like, oh right, I bought this season.
Yeah. Oh, how was your day? Did you do anything?
I went to work, and then I came home, and then I played WoW and watched Power Rangers.
Okay, how long have you been going?
Hour and a half.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up with our final topic, and I don't want to talk about it too long.
Okay.
And you know what it is.
Star Wars.
I don't want to talk about Star Wars because I liked it. You didn't. I feel like that's it. That's it. That's all I want to say on it.
What?
I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't like it that much.
It's
very polarizing. I've been on Twitter today.
I'm telling you. I would say it's 60-40 though.
In terms of liking and hating?
60 like, 40 hate.
Interesting.
I would say it's more of that. No, I would say it's like 40-40, 10% being like, not as good as the other one.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot. I've been seeing a lot of. The one thing I think is so fucking dumb is people are posting stuff that's like people hated the Force Awakens for being too safe and hate The Last Jedi for being too different. It's like, no, I like the Force Awakens. I didn't like this one.
Force Awakens safe, I guess. This one's it's not safe in terms of a Star Wars movie, but I saw great people being like it's the Mad Max version of Star Wars, which I think is a good example because it takes place in one fight. The bad guys are following the good guys. It's literally just one big space battle.
Yeah,
movie.
But it's in slow motion.
Yeah.
And I was just listening.
Like I said, it was the Mad Max version. I didn't say it was Mad Max.
I was reading some tweet today by a writer, and he was saying, Max Landis, shout out to him. Everyone fails in the movie. Everyone's objective, they fail.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was interesting because he's right. No one's right. Even when they are right, someone comes in and stops them from doing the right thing, and then they fail ultimately.
Yeah, actually, I thought it would have sort of an Empire ending where the villains win.
Yeah.
But I love Kylo Ren.
He's
love
awesome.
How they wrote him in that movie. I hated him in the last one.
Oh, really? I've always liked him.
This movie, oh my god, he's my favorite character.
The reason I like him so much is because the dark side of the Force is the emotional side. So like in Force Awakens when he gets stabbed, when he's trying to fight Rey and he starts to lose, he starts pounding his chest to cause pain so that he feels anger and then can actually fight more because he's got more he's more in tune with the dark side. And so he does shit like that where he'll overreact so he can amplify his power. I think it's super cool. At least that's my interpretation. I could be completely wrong.
I think he just I think they him and Rey were so good in that movie.
They were awesome.
Porgs were great. I thought the
Porgs
greatest.
were barely in it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd
rather it be that than an Ewok.
I just assumed they were going to be in it all the time.
Yeah,
but they were barely in it.
I think they're also never named.
It's true.
Just like Ewoks. Saw an amazing as an FYE today. It was on my Snapchat story, like an animatronic porg. Went, squawk, squawk. I'm like, oh my god, I want all of them.
The little crystal-y.
I didn't think
they
that
just looked
fit.
cool.
I did too, but I'm like, this okay, World of Warcraft. It didn't feel like it was a Star Wars animal.
Nothing about this movie felt like Star Wars, though. To be fair.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
That's why I don't like it.
Because I would also say you're basing it off 3 movies that exist. Like that's what it is.
I'm basing it off of 7 movies, 8 movies that exist.
If that's what you're saying now, okay. Well, okay. I don't think the prequels, at least episode 2 and 3, are really Star Wars movies.
But they work within the realm of logic that was set up back in '77. This is just some asshole came in and just did everyone.
Fucking midichlorians.
This movie brings up something just as bad as midichlorians.
Yeah, but that's fine. I like
It's not fine.
midichlorians, by the way. I'm yeah, why not? I think it's weird how big it's in, but yeah, fuck it. Yeah, sure, it's like a gene. It should be. It should be genetic. Why not? Fuck it. Who cares?
But it's not. It's not genetic. We saw that in this movie.
Well,
fucking who cares? Anyway.
Did we though?
Yeah, we certainly did.
With who?
The ending.
Okay, I was gonna point that out, but I'd also say sure it's genetic, but it's also like a mutation that can appear. Because think about it, how else do other people get the Force? It's a mutation and it's genetic.
Well, in one of the
it's sort of like in The Incredibles how superheroes come about. They just appear, and then if you breed, you get another one. It's sort of like an X-Men kind of thing.
In one of the Extended Universe things, I think it was a comic or something. There was a part where Jedi were following Force where the Force people they were sensing out Force sensitive people, and they'd walk up to houses and be like, "Your baby's Force sensitive. We're gonna take him," and they take him to the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
And people can sprout up with being Force sensitive that they don't have Force sensitive parents, but yeah, this movie was dumb.
I liked that a lot.
A lot's sending a lot.
I know. I mean a lot.
Really?
I mean top. Well, there's not that many movies. Well, what beats it, Ben? I don't know. Empire, New Hope.
Certainly.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Just those 2. Okay.
Jedi's way better than it.
No.
I think this movie's on par with the prequels in terms of being bad.
No.
It's definitely it's got
you
better
know why?
highs.
Here's the thing. This movie had 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
Were you bored at it at any point?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When?
As soon as you know the moment.
No.
Leia.
You were bored by it. You weren't.
As soon as that happened, I was fucking done.
Yeah, but you weren't bored. I'm talking.
I was
pure
bored.
boredom.
Yeah, I was super bored after that.
After
that
the rest
moment
of the movie.
Yeah, nothing happens. Anything to do with fucking Finn and Rose, they can go fuck themselves. I don't give a shit.
I never knew what was gonna happen in this movie, though.
But nothing happened.
A lot happened.
No.
Everyone died.
No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Tom, I forgot. Yeah, Luke Skywalker shows up and is just like, okay, see you in the next movie. Bye. I'll be here. I'm not gonna die. They didn't kill off that one stormtrooper lady.
But she was almost killed off, and the other one too.
Yeah, fuck it. They didn't.
But she was totally wasted. They don't need to have
Phantasma
or Phasma, or whatever her name is.
Honestly, they could have just wrote her out like they did.
They didn't have to include her ever again.
They could have just.
They didn't need to have.
Luckily, that ginger guy is still in it. He's probably actually my favorite character in Star Wars.
What?
Yeah.
He's so boring.
I like him a lot. He's good.
I mean, that movie. The movie visually
really
does awesome things. Like the very beginning when Poe is flying his ship and he does that like fucking 180.
Oh, I love the beginning.
Where he's like he went to shoot the turret thing and he runs past the turret through the fire thing of exploding, spins the whole fucking X-wing around, then drives forward and spins around again. And then shoots people that were chasing him. It was super cool. And then they really used the color red really well. Like Snoke's lair, fucking mwah, so nice. Dope.
I think this movie, it kept me on the edge of my seat. I didn't know what to expect.
Diarrhea was what you should have expected. Because
I loved
that's
it.
what came
I
out
had a
of that
great
screen.
experience too. I was like, oh my god, what's going to happen? I didn't know what was going to happen. Also, I legit didn't know what was going to happen. Which is great with that. That's a movie series that can have that. Which I think a lot can't. Like, you watch Spider-Man, you're like, oh, Spider-Man's going to live.
Well, yeah.
But in this, I'm like, anyone could die.
There's no way.
There's no way Finn, Rey, or like Poe's gonna die. But
and there was no way Rey was gonna go to the dark side. All these people saying Rey was gonna go dark side. I was like, you're retarded.
No, I think that's fine. She could have. I was actually thinking she might to end this episode.
No.
And then the next one she would come back.
No.
That would be a great cliffhanger.
You can't. No. But here's the thing, we're not in this movie for story. We're in this movie for merchandise. She's a popular character that little girls can pretend to be. They're not going to want to make her
No, that's what I
villain.
mean. I thought it was going to... I actually legit thought...
You're not selling a Rey t-shirt when she's on the dark side. It's never happening.
I thought it would end with her and, like, Kylo Ren was going to ask her and she was just going to stay there. And then,
Also, fuck that, by the way. Going into full spoilers here. Fuck that, where they have the exact same fucking scene from Empire, where it's, come join me. Also, this is what your true parents are.
I mean, it's a little
like
different.
fuck that. It's a little different because she's not Luke Skywalker and her parents are not the guy talking to her.
I was gonna say, okay, so we'll just look at every movie and be like, I've seen that in another movie now. Nope.
But it's in the same fucking movie.
Okay, so
the same series in the second one. In the same way where he's reaching out to her, saying, "Come join me." Word for word, he starts saying the same shit. How is that not retarded?
Okay, first of all. Who's his role model?
Darth Vader, but he wasn't.
Right.
No, you're right. You're right.
And I'm not saying
he was there.
He was there.
Kylo Ren was
but
there.
Clearly
He saw that conversation. He watched the footage. He watched the footage.
No,
He was like,
I
you know what?
don't
I'm
think
gonna when I get the opportunity, I'm gonna do that exact same moment because I watched this happen. Fuck that.
First of all, I wasn't thinking that, but that actually is better than what I was gonna say. I'm like that.
I'm making fun of you.
That would make I was gonna say that, like, yeah. So it just shows another parallel to him and Darth Vader.
We don't need any more because they're not the same.
I know, and that's why Kylo Ren is amazing. I hate Darth Vader too. I don't hate him.
What?
I just hate people who are like, I identify with the Empire. I'm like, okay, so you're clearly watching a different movie than I am.
Identify with them, yeah. They're space Nazis.
Like, okay. They're like, people are like, no, there's so much emotion. I'm like, yeah, it's Kylo Ren, but like...
I don't understand how
Emperor
the First
Palpatine?
Order is
Right.
the guys ahead. I thought they were the up-and-coming spunky guys. I didn't think
They
it was...
were in the first one.
Somehow they
but
took
then
over the galaxy.
Actually, no, they were actually not the up-and-comings in the Force Awakens. They weren't.
They weren't?
No.
Because
Because if you watch, if the opening scroll is like, no, they fucking control everything.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
dumb. That's real stupid.
No, because when you think about it, that's the thing that happens in real life too.
No, but it should have been the Rebels won, became Republic,
Yeah.
and then they switched sides.
It's weird that the Republic...
Because the fact that we're calling the Rebels, still calling them Rebels...
I was gonna say, it's weird that we're not saying Republic with the Rebels.
It's so dumb.
Well, I don't know if it's dumb. I just
They
think
shouldn't be.
something
It should be
happened
what it
within
should
the
have been
30-year
was
gap.
they take down the Empire. The Republic comes up, but then there are people who are like, nah, fuck that, and then it's a civil war and not a rebellion war. I think that would be make way more sense, be way more interesting. Where they have funding and they have funding, and then they fight each other.
I don't think the Republic was at all. Probably could never have become a republic.
That's what they're trying to do.
By the end of Jedi, yeah, sure, they destroyed Darth Vader, destroyed the Emperor. They have nothing either.
But they had like 30 people by the end of this movie. Like they have no one left.
They do, and they had very few at the end of Jedi too, though.
But they actually have like enough to. They had enough that they weren't overcrowding the Millennium Falcon. Like, that's how
Oh,
few
this
people
one?
survived
Yeah,
this one.
I know, it's crazy.
So that's so, like, they have nothing? Like,
Well, the Republic had allies, so they just lost their allies. That's
they're not the
bad.
Republic, though. That's my point.
Because I don't think the Republic was ever strong enough, yeah.
No, they should have. They take them down, and then they go, okay, now we take over. So, like,
First of all, that easily could have been what happened.
but it's not.
That could have been.
But exactly, it could have. But it's not what
I
happened.
don't know. You don't know that either.
How do I not know that? They're literally calling them rebels.
Yeah, I know. Because
They're calling
because
themselves
the Republic's
rebels.
gone. Yeah, because the Republic's gone. It's weird that you think they would call themselves the Republic
Yeah,
in terms of a namesake, but also
that's my point.
only
Why would you
th-
not call yourself what you're going to
only
become?
30 years had passed, so maybe they're like, fuck it, we'll keep the name.
How are they still doing the same war 30 years still? Where they're still rebels.
Yeah.
After taking out the
Yeah.
Emperor, their head honcho wizard man,
Mhm.
and then their death machine
Yeah, I don't know.
for the second time.
Do you want to talk about like Palestine and Israel or no? We don't have time. Yeah. Wars don't last 30 years. I forgot.
No, but
We
like
wrap that shit up
they
in
did
5 years.
everything. Like they did everything to knock out the infrastructure. Like who is it that like was like, nah, actually, I'll step up.
I'm telling you, I don't. I think the Republic had to be shit.
I guess.
Well, I think it wasn't strong enough to unite anyone.
Are you shitting me? What's the fucking end of Jedi?
Well, okay. First of all, what is the end of Jedi? Because people are happy that they got their own democracy. I think it's because they have allies.
They show like 8 planets or something where all of them
They
are
show, like,
cheering
4
and
or
shit.
5, yeah.
Whatever.
Um.
But big planets like Naboo and Coruscant.
Yeah, where's Jar Jar Binks, by the way?
On Naboo, apparently.
Yeah, I know, but like, did he die? Be bringing him back?
I don't know how long a Gorgon lives.
They have to live long.
Probably.
The one guy was kind of old.
He was just
Well, how
dead.
old is Jar Jar Binks?
I would
I feel
assume.
like they wrote him in at like 15. I bet.
I would have said 19.
Yeah, I bet that's what. I bet he's young. I bet. Well, then he became.
I don't know. I also don't know the. I don't know the gap between episode 1 and episode 2. Because like Anakin,
Yeah, I don't think anyone
Anakin
knows
jumps a
what that
huge
gap.
bunch, and then Jar Jar is a counselor. So I don't know.
Jar Jar's
Councilman.
by the end of episode 1, though, he's like starting his political campaign in Korea. The guy comes up to him and is like, "Hey, you should be a politician." And
Right,
it's like,
exactly.
I'm okay.
So I don't know. I don't know what the
you
gap
think
is.
he'll be in the next one?
I keep hearing people saying they want him in the next one.
You know what?
But seeing as this whole thing's on fire, might as well just throw him in.
I think you could easily have him be in it.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure, definitely.
I think it would work. I think, first of all, mistake to not have him in this, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean this whole movie was
I'm
fucking
actually not.
stinking garbage.
I think,
Put the cherry on
as
top.
much as I hate him,
I don't even hate him as much as I hate Hayden Christensen. Having rewatched those prequels, he's not the worst part of those movies. It's Hayden Christensen.
I think Jar Jar, not even a cameo. I think they could give him a full scene and then kill him or something. But give him a full scene and people would be like, yeah. Also, people like Jar Jar Binks.
The only reason I truly dislike Jar Jar Binks because I watched is it Clone Wars? Yeah, the cartoon.
show.
Yeah, and every season there's a Jar Jar Binks episode, or is it a Droids episode? And he was in that episode. Whatever. There's an episode that's not like pushing the main story,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a Jar Jar Binks episode. And it was so annoying.
Jar Jar Binks must be dead.
I don't think so.
Oh wait, but they're killing people left and right in this new trilogy. In this,
I forget what planets blew up in Force Awakens. So maybe he is
who
dead.
knows where Jar Jar Binks is? But they could have had him be at like the cantina in Force Awakens.
Or that's yeah. I don't know where he is.
I kind of want a cameo by him. I really.
I kept hearing people saying there might be a cameo for this movie. So maybe he was in like the casino or something. I don't know.
There's no way they're putting him in the series.
I don't know.
There's no way they're going to. If
we'll see what the general populace thinks about this movie, because maybe they'll be like, fuck it, everything's on fire, throw it away.
Well, because I liked the movie.
I don't know why though.
Because I liked it. It was good.
Like it doesn't have anything. It has no redeeming
I
qualities.
liked it a lot. I'm telling you, top 3.
Nonsense.
I'll write it down and
The
maybe
top 3 are
one-
right there, Ben.
Okay, that's not okay. Jedi's not a good movie.
It's fine. It's not the best. It's fine.
The thing with Luke and Vader's great, but that's it.
The order of those movies is 4, 5, 6. That's the top 1 to 3.
So you're saying?
New Hope's perfect.
Well, we'll talk about Jedi. What is the beginning of Jedi?
Beginning of Jedi is Jabba's palace.
No, I know. What is it? Just cut the first half hour. Okay, so the movie starts.
They get Han
A
back.
half hour in.
They get Han back.
could have been in the title scroll. Nothing happened. We see some slaves. We see a lot of space shit.
World building.
Mm.
I'm not saying it's perfect,
That's an issue.
but it's a cool scene.
And I like Jabba's palace a lot. I like that whole movie a lot. But I think it's cute. I think it's great. That's probably my favorite bit of actually the beginning of Jedi. The beginning, but it doesn't matter. It's cute to look at.
It's a rescue mission. And they're in space.
Then they go to Endor. It gets boring from then on.
The part on the ground with Endor is boring.
Yeah, no, like Luke.
Luke
Luke
stuff's really
and Vader up there, great dialogue. But that's it. Then the ending's cute.
Like the only thing I don't like is like the Han Solo parts when they're like in the battle for Endor. That part's really boring and really like weirdly silly.
Oh yeah, but C-3PO the god.
Yeah, no, not even that. I'm talking about like the battle where they're trying to like all the stuff that happens once like they're on the ground.
We're using
the
stick. No, I just mean like the little bit where they're like, oh, they're gonna eat us, and they're like, oh no, wait, C-3PO's metal god, and they're like, yeah, and he's like, free them.
Yeah,
and he's like, I'm a robot, and they're like, ah ha 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 ha.
But everything to do with Luke is really cool in the movie.
Yeah, Luke has some the great ending of a trilogy.
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah. Well, the ending, it's kind of, for an ending, they could have made it bigger, you know?
No.
No, I straight up mean like that ending dance party could have been.
Oh.
That's what I mean by the ending. I mean, it's like,
that movie is
kind of like, doop, 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 let's burn his body. And
It's
well, not even his body. Let's burn his suit.
Why?
Because his body is ghosty.
Oh, you're right, yeah. I guess that's true. We never see it happen, though.
But we know it happens.
We know it happens, yeah.
And then...
Is his armor that heavy? Because he struggles to carry his armor.
Well, here's the thing. His armor also doesn't fully melt.
It's true.
Well, okay. That was a big thing people like. How did Kylo Ren get that mask?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to say this. I feel like Vader would have multiple.
Also, here's an idea. So, you know when Kylo Ren breaks his helmet?
Yeah.
Do you think it's because Adam Driver was like, can I please not wear that helmet? And they're like, yeah, sure. Or do you think it was a producer thing going, he's too pretty, keep him out of the helmet?
No. I think it was really character-wise. And also, from a business side, Kylo Ren toys didn't sell.
Okay.
So...
With
Remember when Kylo Ren was like had all the merchandise and people
Yeah.
like, this is gonna be big, and then it turned out to be like BB-8 and Rey.
Yeah.
So this might just be them being like, maybe if we show his face. Also, story-wise, it works really well.
No, it works well. Once I saw it, I was like, I wonder if he like requested to not be in the helmet.
Actually, this is why, because he talks so much in the movie, and when he's in the mask, he has that stupid
The
voice
filter.
yeah. And they probably were like, well, we could have him take it on and off a lot, but it works for the movie if he breaks, and that's a powerful thing.
No, it's a good.
And it's a great character.
I'm just wondering because the
it works great for the character. Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence doesn't want to be painted blue to play Mystique anymore, so they just don't have Mystique be blue. And like the guy who plays the Vision in the Marvel movies, he is not going to be wearing the body paint.
I don't think the mask thing, the scene where Adam Driver is shirtless, yes.
That was what?
That was a move because it was Adam Driver.
Oh right, yeah, okay, yeah.
That was a move that like don't wear a shirt.
Fucking
for this
jokes
one
at that
scene.
too are so dumb. Put a cloak on.
We didn't though. That wasn't even a joke. It wasn't like put there was a line and it was.
How? Why? What is your obsession with being like these aren't jokes? These are just lines that people are interpreting to be funny.
No,
what is a
I'm
joke
not
to you?
saying. I'm
What is a
not
joke to
saying.
you?
I think everything Poe says is just a snarky remark that I'll laugh at because it's funny. But it's not like, okay, let's get some joke writers in here. No, the quicks, because that's his character. Now, you might be like, when Rey says the cloak line. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
What about when Rey's like, I feel it, and then he fucking hits her with a reed, and she's like, oh, that you were kidding. That not a joke?
Do you remember Yoda being really funny in Empire? When
Yoda
he
was
is training him. Do you remember that?
Yoda was funny.
I think it's sort of the parallel to
But
that.
you want to know who was trying to be serious? The guy being trained.
And then do you remember when...
Do you want to know who was serious in that scene? Fucking no one. Because
Rey?
both Rey and Luke were both being silly.
She wasn't being silly.
So Luke wasn't even saying to his character. Mark Hamill's already come out and said that they fucked Luke up in this movie.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with that.
Well, you know what's
Luke
weirdly
is a
enough,
bitch in this movie.
I would actually say this. I'm going to actually be mean to Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's acting was weird in this movie.
I mean, his heart probably wasn't 100% in it.
It didn't seem...
They fucked up
good.
Luke. Luke's not great in this
I
movie.
don't think that's what it was. I mean, maybe, but like, It's just everyone else who comes came back from the movie does such a great job.
I really think they should have done this entire thing 60 years in the future. None of these people are back, and we just move forward.
I liked it.
Like, just a different story, same universe, move forward. Let's find the new Skywalker bloodline and move that way, but not worry about this old shit.
I'm telling you, if that was the thing, I wouldn't be talking about this movie right now because I wouldn't have seen it.
You would have seen it.
Nope.
You would have seen it.
Probably not.
Definitely
Not by now. Yeah, maybe in a week.
You would have seen it. It wasn't even your decision to see this movie already. I bought the tickets.
Yeah, it was great. But also, I would have been like, because I saw the last. I'm telling you, if it didn't continue the original trilogy, I would have.
I'm saying it continues the original trilogy, just not with the original characters. The original cast.
I don't want that though. I want the original cast.
They're just not working with them.
Well, now they're dead, so we got Yoda, maybe. Well, Luke could come back. I think they're gonna bring Luke back as a ghost.
I think Luke's a ghost. Yeah, there's no way he's not.
Because actually,
good call with the Yoda thing, by the way.
Oh, you can smell that. You're like, I thought Lando was gonna come back.
So did I. Really did.
They gotta bring him back. Well, that's my thing. He's got to be in the next one. Because who else can they pull? They pulled Yoda. They killed Akbar.
Sure did.
They gave him I'm glad they acknowledged his death.
Why can't he just spacewalk?
Because I saw it and I'm like, no.
Why doesn't he just become a wizard and just fly through space, save himself? Why can't we just write that in?
Because he's not human, Tom.
You don't have to be human to be a Jedi.
But he is a fish man.
So you can be a Jedi.
It's fine, but also
a fucking homeless boy is a Jedi apparently.
Yeah, so was Anakin now.
Anakin wasn't moving shit.
Anakin was a slave.
Anakin wasn't moving shit before he was trained. He was just he could feel things and he saw some things.
Can I say this? He also might have just kicked it with his foot.
He didn't. He just went whoops, and then he looked up at the skies, and then they're like, "We're gonna make this cut the next one."
You know how Star Wars is all technology advanced?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that broom.
No.
It's like it could be that. It could be. And you don't know that for the fact that it isn't.
That kid 100% is force sensitive. To the point where he is just casually using the force.
Yeah, just that one time, though. And not by a lot. Maybe he's super strong. You don't
know
his story.
He was so nonchalant about it. Yeah. It was like he does this shit all the time. He's like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. Whatever. Bop, there's the toilet flush. I ain't touching that shit. Oh, where's my toothbrush? Bam. Like, he don't give a fuck. Oh, the door's open. Boom. He's so casual with it.
He wasn't acting like that. He was like, because he didn't know. He doesn't know what the force is.
He was so casual. He does that shit all the time. He wasn't like, oh, fuck, I can pull shit to me.
Yeah, no, that's not the first time he's done that. But at the same time, I don't really care.
Fuck him. That kid was horrible. Also, he was a really bad actor. Like, really bad.
No, he wasn't. He was cute.
Cute now.
That ending didn't need to be there, because that's the perfect ending of them on the show. Well, you know what, though? They could have.
They don't give a shit if they're copying the movie before. The entire last battle is just fucking Hoth, but put at the end of the movie. So, like, it's got a couple more stakes. Characters are a little more stressful.
It also just isn't Hoth at the end. It just isn't.
How is it not? It's a bunch of people. The rebels are trapped in a bunker that's built into a mountain while a bunch of AT-AT-esque things are walking towards them trying to shoot them.
Yeah, but that's where it ends.
On a completely white planet.
Mm-hmm. That's where it ends, though. I don't remember in Empire, correct me if I'm wrong, a Jedi facing the main Sith guy on the planet, and then them having to escape through the back.
They escaped through the back.
Did they escape through the back?
Yeah, they escaped through the back.
No, they didn't.
They escaped through the back because they blow up the main doors. They walk in with Darth Vader, and they put the turret down. They start shooting the turret thing, and then they get in the Millennium Falcon. They go out the back.
They do go through the back. That being said,
aside from Luke and Kylo having a little tussle, it's the exact same fucking thing. And there's no AT-ATs go down, but fucking whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna
say what do they call the things on this planet that they're driving?
Who's driving?
The things they're driving in this new movie. What do they call those?
They didn't give them names.
Yes, they did. Nope. The rebels. What are they driving? They're speeders. What are the things they're driving in the Hoth movie? In Hoth, snow speeders.
Okay.
They're not even trying. Like it's all the same shit.
The speeder is universal.
It's retarded.
Can I only drive a Toyota Camry in New Mexico? Can I drive it in Kansas?
What does that mean?
Can you only drive a speeder on one planet? Tom, you can drive them anywhere.
You can call that anything. That could have been a mining cart or something. You didn't have to call it that. Because this is a mining colony.
It's the same thing, though. It's a speeder.
Why would you need a speeder in a mining colony?
It's a plant.
What does this thing do?
Because it's in an old base.
Like, what does this thing do? Its purpose has a little hook that drops down and kicks up a bunch of shit? Is it for mining? Is it for fighting? It has no guns. What does this thing do?
It's in an old rebel base.
But this thing isn't used for combat. Clearly, it has no. I don't even know what this thing could. Did it?
Yeah.
What is this thing's purpose?
I don't get why the thing had to stick into the ground.
Because I wanted to kick up the red and it looked nice.
It did look nice. That was weird.
This movie only was visually appealing. They nailed it in that department.
I disagree. I thought it was a great time. I had fun. Top 3 movies. I would
bottom 4.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, you know.
In my heart of hearts, I want to say I don't mind the Clone Wars, but then when I rewatch it, I'm like, God damn, this movie sucks. So I don't know. Or Attack of the Clones, rather.
Well, this movie didn't have any sand in it, so.
Yeah, the movie's not great.
Yeah.
And I can't, yeah.
Did George Lucas write that one?
Yeah,
on his own?
I think so.
God, he's fucking
Rian Johnson wrote this one. Boy, does he suck. He's getting his own trilogy.
good. I like this.
Guess where I'm not going to go? Those movies.
I'm gonna go see 'em.
All right, we should wrap up.
Yeah.
All right, 2 hours. This is our second attempt at this.
Cut this too. 2 hours is too long.
I don't know, Ben. I'm about to listen to 25 hours of a video game podcast, so.
No one does that.
Everyone does. They're the biggest they're my favorite publication.
I'm sorry, so they released a 25-hour episode?
No, they did 5 episodes.
Of 5 hours.
5 to 6 hours.
And you're gonna listen to them all at once?
I'm gonna listen to them all in 2 weeks. The day after Christmas, when I go back to work, they're gonna come out.
But you're not working from now till?
No, I work till Christmas. I got it next week, but they're not coming out till the 26th.
Oh, okay.
I'm listening to all those, but they're awesome, and I love all of them.
Okay.
So people listen to big things. Joe Rogan's the top podcast. His is constantly 3 hours.
How long? Well, but you get guests from
It's true.
shit. This one we talked about Four Locos. I don't know.
Yeah, you got real into the Four Loko.
I not like I have a lot.
Way down
I don't have a lot of knowledge on Four Locos.
The rabbit hole.
I hope someone emails you correcting my Four Loko knowledge.
All right, yeah. So yeah, if you need to correct the show,
correct the show, because also that Star Wars talk full of inaccuracies. I just know it was
probably
on both sides. You can just skip that part.
Movie's still bad. yourbrainontom@gmail.com. Email the show.
Why don't you just make it
Ben, I've already made it. People are emailing it, so fuck you.
Okay. It's a very long. Spell it.
yourbrainonttom@gmail.com.
Is it all lowercase?
I don't think that matters anymore.
Any hyphen?
No.
Okay.
I link it in the description of all the show episodes too.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it out loud so that you remember to do it, and you repeat it.
And someone
make a
Twitter account
sailing.
for the show, and then make him buy it, because it's weird that he doesn't have one.
What?
Someone should make a Twitter account and then sell it to you, because then they have the name.
Oh,
they have the domain.
You're saying I should just get the name of the show?
Just get a Twitter account. I don't know why you don't for the show, or Facebook. Well, Twitter, because that's what I use.
And I could have a Facebook, but I don't know what I would use that for.
Twitter, or get a website.
I want to get a website. I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm poor as fuck right now.
I think you can buy them for $2.
Well, I was gonna do like
a WordPress, a blog spot.
No, I was gonna get a real thing.
Okay.
Mostly get into that later. If off mic, we don't do this now. But
you can just do Spotify, not Spotify, SoundCloud though.
Well, no, because I do SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play now, and YouTube, and I want to have a place where I can just link that, and then you pick the one you want.
I know HTML.
You actually?
Yeah. I have it on my computer.
I'll probably just get Squarespace or something. Just move on.
Okay, I would. I mean, it wouldn't be a pretty looking website, but essentially, it would have the links to what you. I
mostly want to make it look pretty, so that people go, "Oh, you have a website?" Oh, yeah, and they go, "Wow."
It would look like.
But really, I didn't do anything.
It would look like someone who took Computer Science 101.
Yeah.
Got an A in the class, mostly because, she gave me a lot of non-computer science things to do. She's like, write a paper about
beep boop ups.
Literally about Facebook and shit. And I'm like, okay.
That's hilarious.
It was a class she knew nobody in it was taking this to be a computer science major. They're like, it's mandatory. So she's like, okay. So I'm just gonna have write a paper about cyberbullying. You can write about Facebook in the election. You can write about not Python.
Yeah.
I hate Python. I'm very bad at it.
I've never programmed
HTML I'm pretty good at. If you give me the code, I can just...
I've never programmed anything in my life.
I made one. My You can probably visit it. I don't remember what it's about polar bears.
Wow.
There's 2 pages about it.
Wow.
And it's literally just a Wikipedia page for polar bears. Simplified. There's a chart on it.
Sounds
I
awful.
think there's a link to like World Wildlife Fund.
WWF.
It's light blue background.
All right, we're ending the show. All right, Ben, do you want to plug anything?
No,
All right.
I don't know.
Email the show.
Okay,
Other things I've linked before. All right, that's it.
How often do you get emails? Do you get a lot?
I got like
Once a week?
I got like 4
Oh.
in the last week.
Wow.
thing.
From people you know or don't know?
People I know mostly.
Oh, okay. Well,
The reason like I don't even email shows I like.
Oh, you know what? I've never done that in my life.
I never do it.
And I feel like I should.
I do too, but I never do it. I don't know why.
Okay, because I was even doing that today. Like, I've never done that.
I've never emailed a show, but I listen to so many. And I love all of them, but I don't do it. I'm
And
like,
I
oh,
listen to things that like aren't that popular.
I'm just, like, too nervous.
It would definitely feel like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm like always
But also,
super
like,
nervous.
I don't know if I have a question.
Sometimes I do. Like I had one. I was like, that's a really good question, but I just like I can't be bothered. I don't want to bother these people.
Yeah, and I've never done
know
that
why.
in my life.
It's weird. So I was like, if you don't, I get it because I don't, but like people did, so I appreciate it.
I've never like with questions or like
Yeah.
just whatever.
I'm gonna do the questions in the intro because the one question is very like technical of like the equipment and stuff.
Oh,
So to not bog down the actual show, I'll do it there.
People, you can email me questions too on the Gmail.
Yeah, if you want to email, if you want to create questions for Ben,
Just the caption or
the headline
the
or
headline.
the subject
Um,
line.
just the Q, just the lowercase Q, and then 4, and then @ Ben. So an @ symbol, and then Ben all lowercase.
Or just whatever. Make it clear to me.
I think that would be. I think that's the least comp. So lowercase Q, the number 4, and then @ Ben from the podcast, and then say what episode number. The question, or maybe it's related to.
You're making it so
episode.
complicated. Just write a question and go, "This is for Ben," and then I'll get him on with the next month that he's here, or whatever.
I'll write him.
All right.
Oh, you know what? He'll forward me the email.
You can email
and
me a
I'll
response.
respond.
Okay.
2 business weeks about, so don't.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a busy man.
We're wrapping it up. We're done here. Okay. So with
All
that,
I guess that's it.
love and kisses.